everyone.
Hello there.
Hello.
Also, every time I say hello there, my roommate says General Kenobi, and I always say Ewan McGregor doesn't have a copyright on the word hello there. And they said,
way you say it, you sound like Ewan McGregor, though.
well, no. I normally just say hello there.
Yeah. The way you just said it, 100% right to go General Kenobi.
Oh, yeah. I get that. Yes, if I adopted the accent, I would understand that. But normally I just say, oh, hey, hello there.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, hello.
Hey, hello there, Callan.
Hey, Callan. All right. Let me just finalize one thing. All right. Is everybody excited?
Very excited.
Yeah. I'm just going to show this off now because my mic is covering it, but I have a Hocus Pocus shirt in honor of like the Halloween season.
Very cute.
And I thought it was topical to wear my Mutants and Mastermind shirt.
Ooh.
I was trying very hard.
Puppy.
That's a good puppy.
She's old, but she's puppy for me.
Hey,
Pearl is great.
Every dog's a puppy forever.
What were you saying you were trying very hard to do, Alex?
I have a Freddy Krueger shirt. I couldn't find it anywhere.
Oh,
I know that. I know that feeling. You're like, I have the perfect shirt.
Mm-hmm.
There's a shirt for the Star Trek, like Trekkie fashion video. I spent like half a day looking for. I did eventually find it though.
Good.
It was somewhere I looked a million fucking times, and I don't understand how I didn't see it there the first time.
Oof.
How did this happen?
Well, I guess we'll give it just a moment to let people roll in before we get real started.
There's also a dog in this house, but he's ignoring me right now.
Are you
I
fighting?
just got done watching my friend's dog, and it was horrible.
Oh no!
He was very high maintenance, and he's a pandemic dog, and this was the first time his dad had ever been away from him.
Oh no!
And I was
not separation anxiety.
Yeah, I was not an acceptable substitute.
I luckily have dog sat this dog before, and last time my dog sat, it's been like a year because they were like building a house and then went and stayed in a different state with the wife's parents because of building a house right after the pandemic turned out to be a horrifying nightmare of trying to get materials.
Mm-hmm.
But Rufio, compared to the last time I watched him, is no longer a puppy and so much more chill. It's so great.
Alrighty, friends. Well, to just do a brief introduction, the Masks and Mayhem podcast is an actual play podcast using Green Ronin Publishing's Mutants and Masterminds 3rd edition superhero RPG. However, we're going to take the game and play around with it a little bit by doing a slasher horror movie themed stream here. Let me let everybody...
Same wavelength, Rachel.
Yeah.
I'm going to let everybody go around, introduce your initial character as well as yourself. Start with yourself, actually, and I'll go clockwise. So, Alex.
Hi, everybody. My name is Alex Thomas. I am the line developer for Mutants Masterminds over at Green Ronin Publishing, as well as the author of the Titan City Chronicles and the executive producer at the Untold Stories Project. I play a lot of Mutants and Masterminds. It's awesome. Usually on Max of Mayhem, I show up as Beowulf Odinson, the cowboy outlaw with a heart of gold and a gun of lightning. But today, I will be playing good old boy Dale Wilkins, who is a FFA member, a truck enthusiast who enjoys critters and has a bad time talking to other people. So we'll see how that goes.
FFA being the Future Farmers of America?
The Future Farmers of America.
God bless Dale.
I was going to have to ask about that acronym too.
Oh, good.
I was pretty sure.
Ohio, everybody.
I was like, I wanted to clear. Listen, as someone who comes from farm country, I knew what it was, but I felt like I should clarify for the wider audience.
I didn't know that wasn't a universal experience, so that is good news for country bumpkin me.
I currently live in Texas, but grew up on military bases, so let me tell you about ROTC.
Yeah, ROTC. Oh my God. Imagine.
Rachel, if you'd like to go next.
Hi, I'm Rachel Amber Bloom. I usually on Masks of Mayhem, I play Ruby Lawson, aka Visual Aid. I'm also host a weekly live show on the Text Trek YouTube channel. Today I'm playing Rikki Astor. Rikki Astor. Try to like combine the two names. She's a scrappy teen reporter that's, she's getting down to business. She's gonna figure out what you're hiding.
I didn't mean to give you a tongue twister of a name.
No, I've just been, downing root beer, so that's obviously affecting my brain somehow.
Obviously. All right, and Sama?
I'm Sama Askari. On Masks and Mayhem, I play Myra Hassan, aka Hyperact. And currently I'm just an aspiring cybersecurity professional.
And who are you playing tonight?
Oh, I forgot about that.
Sorry.
I'm playing Helen Robinson.
I thought that was your character, so good for you having a superhero job.
Yeah. No, I'm gonna play Helen Robinson, who is a 17-year-old computer nerd at Midpoint High.
Awesome.
I mean, the way you said it, if I didn't know what your job was,
Yeah.
I would have thought. I was like, I mean, that kind of would make sense for her character, but I feel like Sama just was describing herself.
Sama did choose a character that's a little close to home.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I just totally forgot to mention it.
Yeah.
I'm very concerned that I'm playing the only boy in the team.
You're one with your character, Sama.
Yes.
All right, and just a little overview. I believe the attending audience is familiar, but if anyone were to be jumping in, Mutants and Masterminds 3rd Edition, as mentioned, is a superhero role-playing game. It has a few standout features that help it emulate that kind of game. Those include features like extra effort, which allow you to push your character beyond their normal means, including take extra actions, or in the case of powered characters, do additional superpowers in the realm of their character, but they don't necessarily having. You can also gain hero points. Those allow you to re-roll your dice, edit a scene, increase your power level slightly, temporarily, I should say. And they are gained through typically feats of role-playing, jokes I like, jokes I don't like. Stole your line, Alex. And yeah, and we kind of touched on this a little bit, but these characters will be a group of teens attending high school together when they are followed by something deep and dark in their dreams. So let's get into it.
Creepy. And of course, the dog who hasn't been barking all day has decided now is a good time to bark.
The dog knows what's coming.
I have to ask. People are asking if I rickrolled the audience, but I did not name Rikki Astor. So, RC?
Actually, that was Brandon. So Brandon might have done that subconsciously, or because Brandon's not usually very subtle about like
do anything subconsciously.
So, okay, Brandon.
So, just to kind of cover another special factor of today's game, we are going to be enabling the optional lethal rules to better emulate, the sort of horror slasher characters, which means these characters could die. And because of that, we also have a few other currently NPCs that they could potentially take over, because I don't think it'll be fun if your character dies and then you just kind of gotta
sit there.
I mean, listen, you'll all just sit here and look pretty, but that's not as fun for you.
I mean, I'm always pretty though.
Well, I didn't. This wasn't a question about your state of being. You didn't become pretty in this scenario based on dying. I'm saying that will be the only function you'll be fulfilling, given that you won't really be interacting anymore.
Thank you, Helen.
It's true. I didn't disagree. What the hell? The other
RC, you're not a very good ally.
Let's all gang up on him.
You're not locked in. I'm not locked in here with you. You're locked in here with me. The other characters include skeptic Donna Hubbard, bookish nerd Sophia Borden, and theater kid Kurt Kesselring. And they'll also, of course, be joined by various friends and family members throughout the game. So as we begin, we're going to dip into Midtown High. We're going to dip into Midtown, Montana. It's a little later in the evening, and I'd like to know what all of your characters are doing as you wind down for bed.
I am typing up notes on an expose about how shitty the cafeteria food is.
Okay, all right. What about you? Let's see. Let's go with Dale. What are you doing, Dale?
I'm pretty sure Dale has just finished his last round of feeding whatever livestock his family ranches out here in Montana. Probably cows.
Okay.
Maybe horses.
Yeah, could be. You could have a big farm. I don't know what your family does.
Yeah, doing one last walkthrough of the critters before heading off to bed.
All right. And what about you, Helen?
Helen is practicing coding scripts.
All right. What are we talking? Are we talking C++? Are we talking JavaScript? Are we talking a little bit of Python?
We're talking Python. We're talking Python.
All right,
She's in a Python course, trying to hone her skills.
The extent of my coding knowledge is there are different coding languages. Oh, wait. And also HTML.
I was going to say, thank God I picked something RC doesn't know anything about.
All right, cool.
See, I could be a student journalist because I was one of those. After that, a little journalism for RC, and then I'm like, after that, my knowledge is
All right, so you've told me about what you're doing before bed. Does any character here have any kind of sleep routine?
No.
No, it's just like you're like code,
Yes.
collapse.
Yeah, say I was going to be like work on newspaper till can't.
All right,
Eat,
all right.
sleep,
So
study,
right,
code, repeat.
collapse.
Yeah.
I climb into bed like a good old boy.
All right.
I journal a little bit.
Okay, I was just going to move the camera down a little bit. This is Rufio.
Hi, Rufio.
Oh,
Rufio. What a
hi,
good dog.
Rufio. I see his little bandana.
Yeah, he's. If no one else is here from Texas, he's wearing a Dallas Cowboys bandana.
Ah.
Ew.
Rude. I don't care that much. It's the other people in my life who really like the Cowboys.
Listen, I'm in Massachusetts. I gotta care about a little bit.
See, that's how I feel. I'm like, if I'm with people and they're cheering for the Cowboys, I'm not a dick. I'll cheer for the Cowboys with them. But
all right. So as you all drift off to sleep, you enter a wonderful dreamscape. Tell me about what good dream you're having, Helen.
Okay, let's see. Helen is at a dog park with her puppy because she's the light of her
Aw.
life.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what about you, Rikki?
oh, that's me.
You know, it's funny. I chose an R name because I said to Brandon, Rachel will probably better respond to that.
Rikki is my uncle's name, so my brain went boy name. I'm playing a girl.
Oh, sorry.
In my dream, Rikki is winning a Pulitzer Prize.
Ooh.
Nice.
Okay.
And
what about
somehow it's
Dale?
for the expose about the cafeteria, though.
This food must suck.
Dale is enjoying renovating a cabin in the woods out by a lake with his good buddy Tucker.
Okay.
Cute.
And let's see. So as you're having these dreams, I want everyone to roll a will save.
We'll save.
Oh, I want you to know when I had to take my hand away from the dog to roll, he was not happy.
Yeah.
So I did have to log into Roll20 then.
No, your character sheet's a PDF. I sent them to you.
So to roll, because Saba doesn't have a die.
Oh, I thought you did have a
hello,
die.
Rufio.
So I mean, you can
No.
use roll 20 or a dice roller.
I think you can. I think you might be able to roll a d20 just like on Google. Like,
Yeah, there's a Google dice roller.
Okay.
you said
misunderstood.
will save, right?
Correct.
All right.
No, Brandon, I'm just Dale. I'm not Tucker and Dale.
I was about to ask if that was what that name came from.
Still haven't seen that movie.
RC, we
I
are
know.
watching it.
Okay.
This season.
I told you 3 weeks ago you need to watch that movie.
I know.
I'm sure. I think I've told you that for years.
Give me your will saves.
I got
11.
a 13.
11.
11, 13,
12.
12. All right.
RC, let me
So-
know when the cinema club is going to watch that. I am coming.
All right, maybe we'll do that this Monday.
It's my favorite movie.
All right.
Not I have rehearsal this Monday, but
Okay, well, a
We'll
different day.
figure out a different day of the week because I will also make RC watch Tucker and Dale versus
Hey,
Evil.
listen, I love hanging out with y'all, so I'm up for that. All
RC
right.
is like, how dare you make me have do nice things with my friends?
My one weakness. All right, so Dale, you're renovating this cabin, and the woodworking is going well. When suddenly you fall through the floor, though, and you find yourself standing on a stage, and you look out, and it's just an endless arena looking back at you, and it's full of weirdly faceless mannequins.
Creepy.
And there's someone next to you, and they're gesturing towards you like, it's your line. It's your line. And they're looking more annoyed and more annoyed. And meanwhile, Rikki, you're getting this Pulitzer, right? And they're handing you the award, and you're holding it up, and you're like, yeah, I got it. And when suddenly you realize you're not holding an award anymore, you're holding an entire fistful of snakes.
I'm not going to because I don't want to freak out the dog. Just scream on the top of my lungs and like drop all the snakes.
All right, but it's too late. One of them's already wrapped its way around your arm, and it's slowly slithering towards you.
More screaming, and more screaming that I will not do because I will freak that dog the fuck out.
And Helen, you're at the dog park, and it's a beautiful day. You're out, and then suddenly, all the other people are gone. And then all the dogs are gone. And then your dog's gone.
No.
And then it's nighttime.
No.
And suddenly, the darkness, you can see the park around you, and that darkness is creeping in closer and closer. And you're feeling more and more alone.
Basically hyperventilating.
And each of you hears a loud, shrill cackling. When suddenly a clawed hand reaches out towards your face, and you wake up.
Oh boy.
Okay, Joker.
Definitely jumping in my bed about 20 feet in the air.
Yeah. I get up and I'm like trying to shake off the snakes that aren't there.
Okay.
I roll fully
Drenched
off of
in
the top
sweat.
bunk and land on the ground.
Oh no.
All right. I imagine all of you have a bit of a cold sweat going on.
Yes.
Yes.
And you're waking up and you're realizing it's just a few minutes before your alarm anyway.
That's the worst.
That's the worst part
Literally.
about this whole scenario.
Yeah.
So, what are you all gonna do? Are you gonna go downstairs? Are you gonna get ready for the day? Are you gonna just throw on some clothes, head right to school?
I think I'm going to sit there for like 5 minutes and just tell myself it's not real,
Mm-hmm.
and then maybe try to continue. with
Yeah,
my day.
okay, I would be, it's not real. And she's like, you will not win a Pulitzer for your high school newspaper.
That's the most obvious reason why.
Yeah.
I look at my closet to go in, and I'm worried a mannequin's going to be in there, so I just grab some dirty clothes off the floor to put on.
I do like what time of year is it?
It is October of 2023.
Okay.
We'll say
So
it's about
imagining-
mid-October.
I'm pretty sure Montana is cold, so I'm imagining I'm putting boots on. I double check to make sure there's no snakes in my boot. I didn't mean to reference Toy Story
I was
when
going
I
to
said
say,
that.
there's no way.
I'm definitely wearing sweats and a hoodie.
All right. And what about you, Dale?
Jeans and flannel.
Jeans
And
and flannel? All right, so everybody's kind of just getting ready.
a trucker hat.
And I'm imagining I'm wearing like a plaid skirt. I'm imagining I didn't say Teen Detective, but I think there's a Nancy Drew-esque thing going on.
Okay.
Yeah.
Dale, as you head downstairs, you see all your cousins kind of giving you a very sleepy goodbye as they head out the door to their various jobs. You know, one's a plumber, one's an electrician. And for you, Helen, you've got. Oh shoot! I didn't have yours written down.
Didn't you?
No. I mean, yes, hopefully. But I meant your family in the house.
Oh, my parents are teachers.
Yeah. So your parents are probably also getting ready. They probably got to head out for the day and get their lesson plans together and everything. They offer to give you a ride to school.
I will take that.
Rufio. Well, Rufio has my sock.
It's a dog sock now.
I will be right back because I don't want him to swallow it, and because I would like to not have to take this dog to the vet.
Yep.
All right,
That's
you got me
fair.
there. We'll say that Rikki has a single father, Teddy, and he is kind of also he's just getting home from a night shift job when she's leaving the house. And you start getting to school. Dale, you see actually, let me see. Actually, your friend is Rikki, so you see each other as you're getting to school.
Pull up in my truck.
Yeah, you're gonna pull up in your truck, and Helen, you see Kurt, who's a theater kid. You guys kind of get along.
Yeah, sorry, I was being very entertained by the chat. Yeah, I greet my friends with a hug.
Hey, Helen, how's it going?
It's going relatively well. I mean, I had a terrifying dream last night, but apart from that, all good, I guess. Wasn't real.
Kurt, his face goes a little pale as you say that, and he said, "No way, what kind of dream?"
Well, it started off really nice. I was playing with a dog at the dog park, and then I heard this terrifying shrill cackle, and then it looked like this really creepy hand was about to grab me, and then I jumped 20 feet in the air and fell off my bed.
And his eyes light up at this discussion, and he goes, "Meet." And right before he can say anything else, his two friends, Bianca and Miles, show up, who are also in the theater, and they're like, "Kurt," and he suddenly he just changes faces immediately. "Hey guys," and he says, and he looks at you and kind of like grabs you by the arm and says, "We'll talk later."
Okay. Are you okay? Is everything good?
He's already kind of heading out. He's going. He's laughing
damn, okay.
and chilling with the theater kids now. And then Dale, you're hanging out with Rikki because you two are friends. And you also see Sophia, who's you all take some classes together. You're all in the same some of the same classes. What class are you all taking together actually?
Woodshop.
Woodshop. You're all taking woodshop. I was gonna say you can definitely take woodshop. That's not the question. I don't know if that's. I would say, we'll say it's woodshop. That's fine. And then you
high school that still has a budget for woodshop.
That's Montana.
Unrealistic.
And then you also see
It's a private school.
You also see Donna, who kind of, I think Donna kind of knows you better, Dale. You know that she's kind of like a weird, paranoid kind of person. And that she definitely isn't a big fan of Rikki.
Now could anybody not be a fan of Rikki? Ricky's great.
Thanks. Well, I was like, why is the person? What did I miss? Why is someone not a fan of me?
Well, this character's kind of a paranoid, and they got a lot of conspiracy theories about you as a member of the media.
But I'm looking for the conspiracy theories.
Yeah, they don't trust you.
I will the media of our local high school paper. I need to make that clear.
Yes. Yes. Yeah.
Cool.
Midtown. I'll imagine actually Donna probably makes like a zine.
Look, sometimes the truth is out there and we have to hide it. That's the idea.
And so yeah, you all get into woodshop class, and you see your teacher, Mr. Hayden. You've known him. He's kind of like the cool teacher. Like they used to have another woodshop teacher who was like an older guy, but he decided to retire because he got close to cutting off his thumb one too many times. And what are you all making this semester in woodshop?
Jack-o'-lantern birdhouses.
Jack-o'-lantern birdhouses. Okay.
Adorable.
Unless anybody else has a better suggestion.
I mean, it's festive. I like it.
It's festive, yeah. I'll say not only it's a jack-o'-lantern birdhouse in that the birdhouse part is like on the bottom of it, but the jack-o'-lantern does actually light up. Like it can also be a light. So it's a little more involved. You got to have some wiring and such in it.
Yeah, hopefully they're without fire.
All right, very cool. I'm gonna have everyone. What would be a good thing to roll for this? Let's do a dexterity check.
Am I included in this?
Everybody, yeah, you're all in the workshop class together.
RC, okay. I have expertise construction. Can I use that?
Absolutely. Unless if anybody else has a relevant expertise or argument for using a different role.
I'm looking at what my expertises are. It's just journalism. But I rolled a nat 20, so I don't know that matters.
I'm going to say your expertise journalism doesn't help, but what does that make your total then?
20.
20, okay.
I have very little abilities.
I rolled 14, and so my total is 15.
15, and then what was yours, Alex?
I have a 14 total.
14 total. All right, I'll say that today's class is going pretty smooth. Mr. Hayden's kind of walking around and kind of giving you notes, and it's like, good job. And Rikki, he stops by yours and he goes, "Whoa, that is out of sight." Because despite being a young teacher, he talks like a 70s hippie.
I'm
because he's the cool one who's gotta like.
You get it.
I'm now imagining Lin-Manuel Miranda from that SNL substitute teacher sketch.
I've been imagining Will Schuster, but from Glee.
Same vibe.
Do we think he's the cool teacher, or does he think he's the cool teacher?
He definitely thinks he's the cool teacher.
Okay, yeah.
Reviews are mixed. Kurt and the other theater kids love him.
Okay, so I personally believe Will Schuster belongs in prison. So
correct opinions.
So this guy probably lame doesn't belong in jail.
Yeah. If anybody hasn't looked at the chat,
I saw it. I believe that happens on Riverdale.
Oh no! I just dropped this baggie of Coke. Hope no kids picks it up. Who's the local hooligan in this case? Is the real question.
I don't know.
That's a very expensive way to score points with the youth.
And you look over and you can see both Donna and Sophia. They're.
Do you need me to mute while Rufio's barking?
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay.
Or at least unless you're talking, in which case that makes sense. So Donna and Sophia, they're both like doing fine in their things, but anytime there's a bit of downtime, you see both of their heads are starting to like, and they do not look well rested. Mr. Hayden, however, does not take notice of that.
I'm gonna lean over to Rikki, who has been doing a phenomenal job with the birdhouse.
All right.
Yeah.
I think there's an opportunity to go do that that thing you like to do.
Investigate?
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
Yeah. And I was to my point over and I was like, oh yeah, they seem to be real sleepy, like much sleepier than normal.
Yeah, me too. And that's real dangerous with power tools.
This is true. Yeah, I'll go, and I go over to the two of them, and I go like, "Hey, it's Donna and who?"
I was gonna say it's Donna and Sophia. Are you approaching both of them or just one of them?
I think are they sitting next to each other, or are they kind of spread out?
They're not next to each other, but they're like within proximity to each other.
Okay, I'm gonna kind of go.
Donna's the one that doesn't like you very much, Rikki. You want me to go talk to Donna?
Yeah, let's go. Thanks for the reminder of her. I was like, I love
and also just so you know, Helen, Kurt keeps giving you a look as well. Like,
yeah, I am gonna go up to Sophia, and Colin, it's funny that you mentioned NyQuil because I was talking about that before the stream started because both RC and I were sick last week. And I go up to Sophia and I go like, "Hey, do you need any help? I know you're a little tired and kind of a little dangerous with this whole situation."
She seems a little startled by that. She's like, hey, Rikki, what'd you say?
Oh, I was just saying if you need any help because you seem a little out of it. Which
yeah, I didn't sleep well last night. Real bad actually.
Oh, I'm sorry. What happened?
I just had a really, really bad dream.
Interesting. Like, out of curiosity, what happened?
I was just I was at a big gigantic library and it was so beautiful, and then suddenly I started to lose my eyesight. And everything started going dark, and I could feel my way around, but I could hear things, but I couldn't see anything. It was really scary. And then I heard this like very scary laughter, and then like a hand just like reached out from the darkness somehow. And then I woke up.
Interesting.
Yeah.
And I take a little. You know what? It is 2023. I take my phone out and go to my notes app. It's not a little notebook anymore. And I kind of like start writing notes, and I go.
I believe you also have an audio recorder. I don't know if that's relevant to this specific situation, but you have a
Okay.
separate audio recorder.
Well, I'm not getting a quote from her, so. And I go, that's really interesting because I had a similar dream. Not the beginning, but the like laughter and the like hand. I was getting a award, and then all of a sudden the reward turned into snakes.
Helen is straight up eavesdropping.
Cool.
I will just
Okay.
say.
And then while you're having that discussion, then Rikki, and what are you doing, Dale? You're approaching Donna?
Yep.
Oh, hey, hey, Dale.
Hey, you hammers, right?
I'd say Donna looks less than amused. She's like, yeah, hammers. Come on, man, I'm having a long day.
Do you need some help with your jack-o'-lantern?
With your hammers?
or the bird box part?
Yeah, I could use some help. I don't want you to do too much. I don't want, Mr. Hayden's cool, but he's not that cool. Like, I can't have you do it for me. I'm just a little out of it. Thank you for offering.
Yeah.
Why are you offering? What's in it for you?
Not watching someone like accidentally
themselves.
Yeah. Not being traumatized by high school woodshop class.
I'm not really ever interested in stuff for me. Like, I just want to help people. And you look
Adorable.
like you need help.
And she kind of sizes you up and she goes, well, thank you. She does not look like she really believes you, but she's willing to go along with, whatever game you're playing at from her perspective.
Why are you like tired or whatever?
And it doesn't normally happen, but I had a really bad dream. Okay, like it happens to people sometimes.
Yep.
All right, and let's pop over to Kurt real quick. Kurt at this point is going, psst, Helen.
What's up, Kurt?
Just get over here, because you're like
Okay.
he's kind of like far away from the rest of y'all.
Okay, so then I go over to Kurt and I say, did you hear what I heard?
So this room's pretty big. There's a lot of like machinery going on. So you definitely you didn't hear that conversation that just happened.
Okay.
Maybe you heard the one between Rikki and Sophia.
Right.
Yeah.
But I would say that Dale and Donna are too far away from you.
Okay. So then I go up to Kurt and I say, I just heard the craziest conversation, but what do you want to tell me?
We're going to talk about how we had the same fucking dream.
Yeah, and I don't think we're the only ones.
What?
Yeah, I just heard Rikki talking to, and I don't remember the name of the person she was talking to.
Sophia.
I just heard Rikki talking to Sophia, and it sounds like Sophia had the same dream.
This is absolutely insane.
Yeah, we need to figure out what's going on.
Figure out what's going on? I'm sorry, do you do seances now?
No, but it's kind of weird that we're all having the same dream, so it has to be something.
I guess. I mean, I kind of know them, and I guess we all kind of are in the same classes, right? Let's see if we can maybe stop them after class or something.
Yeah, I think we should have a conversation.
Okay. And what's happening with Donna, Dale?
So I'm gonna keep hammering on her birdhouse. What was your dream? What was your dream about?
Not that it's any of your business. But I was, enjoying a nice day out with some friends when suddenly all my friends started spouting extra limbs and walking like on their backs, and their heads turned around and just came towards me. And that's kind of freaky, right?
Yeah, I didn't know you had a lot of friends.
Well, I mean, people I guess people I talk to, get along with,
I didn't know you had a lot of friends. Smooth.
I was gonna say, damn, that's ouch.
Donna will remember this.
Okay, I just noticed on my little screen the way the blood splatter is right over Captain Kirk's fucking face in my background.
Yeah. Scary Kirk.
Yeah.
Yeah, but what happened after all these made up people you're talking about were hanging out with you?
I was running for my life, and then I tripped, and then suddenly a laughter and some clawed hand came out at me. It was some bullshit.
Yeah. I had a dream like that too.
What?
Yeah. Well, there were a bunch of mannequins in my dream. And they kept asking me what I was going to talk about, and I'm not good at talking.
Yeah.
Shocker.
But then this fella laughed at me, and he had claws, like big claws.
Like it was like a hand, but with like elongated fingers, and they were like dark, right?
Yeah. And then I woke up and fell out of my bunk bed.
Whoa, that's some scary stuff. Huh.
It's probably a coincidence.
I don't believe in coincidence, Dale. If there's one thing that you should have picked up on by now. Do you think it's something like the water supply? Something in the cafeteria food, maybe?
I don't know. We got well water in my house.
Okay, well, I don't have well water, so I don't. Who do we even talk to about this? If we start talking about like I don't know, whatever you even call this shared dream shit, like they're gonna throw us in the loony bin.
Well, Rikki's the smartest person I know. Rikki probably knows what's going on.
Rikki.
Dinkelberg.
Does Dale not drink the water from school is a good question, Callan.
No, just Gatorade.
Gotta get all your electrolytes. It's what the plants crave.
Mm-hmm.
It's a reference to Idiocracy, if anyone thinks I'm being serious.
I knew it had to be a reference to something, and I was like, I don't know this reference.
Yeah.
So you want to talk to Rikki. Rikki, what are you and Sophia doing? And I think at this point, the bell just rung. And Mr. Hayden's like, great job today, class. Awesome work. I will see you all tomorrow. We will finish these. I don't know, read about some wood stuff.
I'm completely ignoring him. And I'm writing on my little note tab, taking out my recorder, like, this can't be a coincidence that we had the same dream, and talking to Sophia. And yeah, what's funny is Donna and I've got a similar vibe going on, if Donna would just realize that. And I wonder out loud, like, I wonder if anyone else has had these dreams. It would be weird, like, or Sophia and I, we aren't like, we're friendly, but we're not like best friends or anything like that, right? I would be like,
Correct.
It's not like, I don't know why it would just be like the two of us.
Right.
Helen tells Kurt to follow her, and then she approaches Rikki and says, "Hey, can we talk?"
Yeah, sure.
I heard your conversation with Sophia, and it's really freaky because I had almost the exact same dream, or at least, right. Mine started differently, but it ended exactly the same, and Kurt just told me that he also had the same dream.
And then I was like, do you mind if I record this? I'm just trying to like keep track, because that's at least 4 people with the same dream. That's bizarre.
Yeah, go ahead.
I click. Little tape recorder, which is obviously not actually a tape recorder in 2023.
I was gonna say, they make digital ones.
What do you put the tape in?
What weird app are you using?
Yeah.
Anyways, so in my dream, I was at a dog park playing with my dog, and then suddenly they all disappeared. All the people disappeared. The dogs disappeared. It got really dark. I heard this really creepy laugh, and then a scary, like, dark hand reached out at me, and then I jumped and fell off my bed. And Kurt told me he had a similar dream. And then I heard
random comments are making me giggle.
And then I heard you talking to Sophia, and she said that she had a similar dream. So if anyone's gonna figure this out, I feel like you're probably a good person to talk to.
Yes, I'm on the case. Like I said, I don't know. I'm playing her a lot like Nancy Drew, but I feel like the vibe works. Fascinating. So like the big similarity seems to be the weird laugh. And then did it sound like, am I going to try to imitate Mercy's weird giggle? I don't know if I remember it well enough to do that. But
oh my god.
Actually, don't do that again.
I'm going to dream about that later.
Why are we doing this right before we all go to bed?
Not a good idea.
Terrible idea.
Choices were made.
Hey, Crazy Donna had the same dream as y'all, us y'all too.
You call her Crazy Donna?
Yeah.
To her face?
If she's here, it's to her face.
Oh my god.
I don't call her that. And also, wait, did you both have the same dream?
Yeah. Well, I mean, not the same. She dreamed she had friends, and then a guy with claws tried to kill her. And I dreamed that I had to publicly speak, and then a guy with claws tried to kill me.
Yeah, keep in mind you're saying this in front of like 6 people now at this point, or 5 people.
And then I was like, we all hang out with her. It's not that weird. The idea is she has friends.
Do we all hang out with Donna? Donna hates you.
We've established Rikki is unaware.
Oh.
Like, or Rikki, I think maybe Rikki is like aware, but is like, I'm putting an end to this because it's ridiculous.
And also Kurt is there with you, right? And at this point, I imagine you're in the hallway, right? Like you kind of.
Yeah, probably.
Probably on transit to wherever we're going.
Okay, I think all of you are kind of like walking together. Yeah,
Do we all have the same next class together?
We'll say you're heading to lunch. You're all heading to lunch.
Cool. That makes more sense.
As you're all talking about this, Miles, Kurt's friend from earlier, runs up and goes, "Whoa, no way! I totally had the same dream. Yeah, I had to speak in front of a snake mannequin, and then there was like a claw thing, and it laughed, and super weird, right?
Snake mannequin?
Yeah, or yeah, like that's what the kind of dreams you guys were talking about, right?
Now, wait, hold up. Now, is this a mannequin that looks like a snake or a mannequin made of snakes?
Very good question.
A mannequin with the head of a snake. The snake was not a mannequin; it was alive. But like super weird, right?
That is very weird. And then did you hear like a laughter and then claw?
Yeah, laughter, claw thing, same exact thing as you guys.
Okay.
He's the first one I'm wondering if he's telling the truth.
This does not sound. This sounds fake, but okay.
He sounds like a pick-me guy. Can I roll an insight check?
Yes, he sounds like a pick-me guy.
Same. I would like to
roll an insight check.
Okay, okay, these are the same. I was going to try and say like expertise journalism, but they're the same modifier. So 19 altogether.
I got a 16
19?
altogether.
16?
Insight. I rolled 13. Do I have to add something to it that I'm
insight
forgetting?
on your skills. Second page, I believe.
Second page. Why don't I? Oh, there it is. Okay. Insight.
Also, importantly, RC, do we start with the hero point?
You do start with the hero point, which I totally blanked on to tell you. They are called victim points tonight.
Ooh. Okay. Insight is +7, so that would give me 20.
20? All right. Yeah. Sorry, what were the other two? It was 20 for Helen.
Well, Shama, you're very insightful.
Yeah.
16.
16. And what was yours, Rikki?
19 altogether.
All right. So Helen's the only one to get the feeling that this is a load of horse shit.
Yes.
Like
you only had one more point than me.
Yeah. I don't set the DCs.
Actually, the DC was whatever Rachel rolled +1.
Yeah,
exactly.
So, however, you'll see that Kurt completely believes Miles because they're like best friends.
Okay.
And so like is like comforting his friend, like, oh my god, I'm so sorry that you're experiencing that too.
Yeah. So I'm.
The rest of you are a little suspect, but
okay.
Helen's the only one is like.
I'm not going to say anything to Kurt at the moment because I don't think now is the time when he's freaking out. But I'm just thinking to myself, like, okay, I have to figure out how to tell Kurt that I don't think. that
what
Miles-
made me suspicious is he didn't make up his own fear. He just combined two of them.
He's like, yeah, I had dream, nightmare. That
Mhm.
I did
Yeah.
that.
And like, so what are you doing about it, huh? Says Miles.
Just talking about it right now. Just trying to figure out why we would have all had the same dream. You know, maybe there's like a movie that we're all like we all saw when we were younger that's like popping up, but why would it pop up all in our minds at the same time?
Yeah, like that's
Drugs.
that's
Burn
so
Gully.
weird.
Mhm.
Do you say drugs,
I
Helen?
said drugs.
And that's when Kurt puts a hand on his chest and goes, I have never done drugs.
And I would like to roll an insight check.
Roll an insight check. And Miles goes, yeah, this just sounds super weird. And like, this is just like, people are going to want to
18
hear
altogether on Kirk's I've never done drugs.
Kurt has never done drugs.
Oh wow. Okay, good
Skeptical.
touches.
I need everybody to know when I sent this character to RC, I said theater kid who fucks, so I'm positive he's done drugs.
No, he fucks and he doesn't do drugs. But Miles, meanwhile, is just like, yeah, like this just sounds so weird. Like this is a story people are going to want to hear, right?
Yeah, that's why I'm talking about it.
Exactly. And I just think it's all important that we stick together on this thing that we're all experiencing.
You think this is like a mass
Okay.
hallucination thing, like when those people in France all danced to death?
Maybe.
Could be.
And that's when Sophia goes, what?
She's well read. She'd know about that.
Yeah, but she's not happy to think about it, I don't think.
Oh, that's fair.
And I think Donna is like, I'm pretty sure that's just a myth.
This is now Rachel being like, I don't remember if that's made up or not.
If anything, it makes me think of that thing that happened out in, where was it? I'm losing it. Oh yeah, Haddonburg, Ohio. It was like back in 2006. Super weird murder thing happened.
Tell me a little bit more about that.
Some lunatic got out of prison and killed a whole bunch of teenagers or college kids.
How was that like this, Crazy Donna?
That person sure had some like spookiness to them. I don't know what to tell you.
Did they have long claws?
I mean, I've heard of. Can I roll this? Like if I would have.
Yeah,
heard
anyone who
about
has relevant expertise.
This is Rachel asking. We're
Or
talking.
you can even just roll an intelligence check.
Okay, we're talking about the last stream, right? This is Rachel. Like, yeah. Okay.
Who's got expertise true crime?
I have expertise journalism.
Yeah, roll expertise journalism, or if you just want to roll an intelligence check. Anybody wants to do that.
Unnatural 20.
Unnatural 20. Okay.
Yep.
Is anybody else rolling just to make sure before I? Okay.
I feel like journalism could go into expertise true crime.
Yeah, Dale doesn't know anything about this.
Okay. So I would say, Rikki, that you know the story that Donna's talking about. And you also remember reading that it came up because of something that happened out in Tremont Falls, Virginia last year. It sounds a lot like they all kind of got grouped together. They got grouped together as just being like weird killings because they involved like a masked character.
Yeah, there's also that thing in where in the fucking Virginia? Again,
Tremont Falls.
In Tremont Falls, Virginia, too.
Yeah.
This is Rachel asking. This is the next stream, right?
That is last year's stream.
Last year. Oh, yes. Okay. That was, I forgot where that took place. Just that you were mad we didn't fucking die.
Yeah.
Yeah, all the weird Nash thing, but I guess, I mean, right now, all we know is this is dreams, because I would really prefer it not to be someone killing people for my own safety and all of y'all's. I realize we're not in Texas, and no one would say, I don't think anyone would say all y'all's in Ohio.
Well, you're in Montana right now.
Yeah. Montana? Would they say it in Montana?
I say that in Boston and Pennsylvania, so...
Yeah, there's probably some y'alls in Montana.
I would say that I didn't just say y'all, I said all y'all.
All y'all.
Like, which feels very fucking southern.
Yeah, they got cowboys out here.
Yeah.
It's true. It's true. Dale works on a horse farm, essentially.
Yeah.
I feel like it's important for me to point out that Helen is just like side-eyeing Kurt. Or
Mhm.
no, Miles. Miles is the one that is
Miles is the one
the
that you
pick
rolled
me
the
guy.
insight check
Yeah,
on.
okay.
Yeah.
I'm
Miles
side
is the
Kurt
one
is
who's
the goody
inserted
two
himself
shoes.
into the
Kurt's the
situation.
goody two shoes who fucks but doesn't do drugs.
Yes. Okay. Helen is side-eyeing Miles.
Yeah, they're both theater kids though.
Yeah.
Use guys.
Absolutely not, Squire. I will not. I refuse.
Unless you're Skirt, then you say Yusin Geisen. Because he's Swedish.
Kurt,
No.
is there a way to kill the game master?
Not yet.
I'm just going to make a note for Eminem.
I believe that's going to be the Valiant Adventure source book. Anyway.
Yes, go to his house. Jesus Christ.
Anyway. First off, everyone gets a hero point for some of the wonderful roleplay you've done so far. So you're up to everyone gets a villain point. Damn it.
Victim
point. I'm getting tied up on my own words now.
Miles gets a villain point.
Yeah, Miles gets a villain point.
One of us is the villain. I am joking.
All right. So now that you're all you've all just been talking over lunch, I imagine you all got food that we're not going to touch on because I don't want to take time about that this time.
Chicken.
That's a rarity.
Except RC, we've already established that I'm writing an expose about this fucking food.
Yeah, that's sufficient. That's sufficient. I bet you're all actually avoiding the food because you all know it's not great.
I'm everywhere else like, don't eat the food. Don't eat the food.
So you get out of class now. You get out of lunch. You all have to go to separate classes. Are you making any sort of plans together?
I am gonna say, do you guys want to meet after school to talk about this? Because it's weird. It's just really weird.
Yeah, I think we should all head on down to Moby Dick's after school and collaborate.
Yeah. Moby Dicks.
You can do that. So it's worth noting. Yeah, the school library closes pretty shortly after, unless you have a special pass. However, there is a Moby Dick's next to the town library, and for some reason, Midpoint has a 24-hour library. Super well-funded library. It's not the best library. They don't have all the newest titles, but there's pretty much always someone available.
I am going to, for a character thing, I'm going to say I spent a lot of time in that library doing research.
Definitely spent a lot of time in that library.
That's where Donna's dad works.
Because Donna has, I believe, has a dad who I said works in overnight shift, didn't I? Or was that? No, that was Ricky's single father works in overnight shift.
Oh.
But actually, we can say Donna's parents do that. And actually, we'll say it's a 24-hour library. Screw it. That's what Teddy does overnight. That's what your dad does, Rikki. He works at the library.
Okay, cool.
That's why Donna doesn't like Rikki, because Donna's parents have a better relationship with Rikki.
Okay.
Ricky's at the library all the time.
Rikki is her. Ricky's dad, Teddy, is Donna's dad's supervisor.
Mm-hmm. And Rikki is the daughter they always wanted.
Yeah, and it used to be the other way around. It used to be he was the supervisor, so he's not thrilled about it.
Ooh.
He doesn't always work. They don't always work night shift though, but Ricky's dad does. So anyway, you're gonna go to Moby. You're gonna meet at the Moby Dick's next to the library.
His willingness to work nights is probably how he became a supervisor.
Helen is socially awkward, so she's gonna tell everybody that she needs to check with her parents first. And then she'll tell Kurt that she wants to talk to him. So they should go together.
Okay, yeah, his class is in the same direction as yours. So he walks with you.
Okay.
Miles has to go in a different direction.
Perfect. That's exactly what Helen wanted.
I feel like Alex should get a hero point for remembering Mask of Mayhem world building.
All right, fine. Another victim point for Alex.
Yeah. I'm just impressed you were the one that remembered Moby Dicks.
Look, I added Moby Dicks to Earth Prime over on the Untold Stories project.
Love it. Thank you.
All right.
Yeah. Kurt,
What's up?
So I know it's really freaky that we're all having similar nightmares right now. But I have the strangest feeling that Miles is just saying whatever he can to be involved. It doesn't sound genuine to me, and I just want you to be aware of that.
It wouldn't be the first time that Miles or Bianca tried to attach themselves to something I was doing. But like I don't know. Oh shoot. Rachel, yeah, if you could just keep your camera on. You're muted though.
Muted.
We heard.
I'm gonna leave my camera on then.
Yes.
Shit.
Callan, I'm glad you're okay with me without the beard. My wife told me I couldn't come home until it grows back.
Yeah, so it's not the first time that he would try to attach himself to like a project that me or that Bianca and him would always try to attach themselves to projects I'm doing. So like I don't deny it, but like this is a freaky thing, and I want as many friends around as I can get right now.
That's fair. That's fair. I just want to make sure that we're paying attention, because I do think it's kind of weird for him to do that.
Totally get it. Thank you for mentioning it to me. You know, I was so caught up in the excitement of the moment that I didn't really give it too much thought.
Right, and I didn't think it would have been appropriate to call it out there. So I wanted to make sure that we were away from everybody so that you can consider it, and then.
Helen, you're such a good friend.
I try.
Okay, so what class are you heading towards, Helen?
Let's say that we're going to computers. Yay,
right,
my
so
favorite.
You're heading to the computer lab, which you personally have a special access card for.
That's
right. It has an outside entrance, so you can get to that from any time. What about you, Dale? Where are you heading?
Oh, I'm on my way to English class.
All right. So we got Helen. Helen's going to computer class. Dale's going to English class. And what about you, Rikki? Where are you heading?
I'm going to like a science class.
Okay.
Like chemistry, something like that.
All right. So we've got chemistry, we've got computers, and we've got English. And so I know how Helen feels about computer class. How does Rikki feel about chemistry class, and how does Dale feel about English class?
I would say I feel fairly new. It's not like my worst subject, not my best subject. I don't know. Is the teacher a dick? That would really make or break the experience.
Very decent to get along with. Very dry, boring presentation.
Okay, it's more that I'm just bored, and I'm like, we're literally blowing stuff up. How is this boring?
All right. And how does Dale feel about English class?
Bad. Today's English class, I'm sitting at the back and I'm waiting for my turn to start reading a section out loud, and I'm practicing my part ahead, hoping that I don't mess it up when I actually have to speak in front of everybody in the room.
Okay. I want Dale. I don't know where Rachel's going.
Oh,
is Rachel leaving again? All right. Well, I'll have Rachel roll when she gets back. Let's see, Dale, I want to have you roll a will save, a will check, but with a -2 circumstance penalty. Helen, I'm going to have you also roll a will check, but with no penalty.
A what check?
Will check. It's it's one of your defenses. Welcome back, Rikki. Rikki, you are going to roll. Oh, you're muted.
Sorry, I trapped the dog in this room with me, so I don't have to worry about what he's getting up to.
That's fair. Rikki, you're going to roll a will check with a -2 penalty.
Did you say
why negative? Rude.
Because you're not a big fan of the class.
Oh, and that's why I have no penalty, because I like my class.
Correct.
Okay.
This will not go well for me. I have 2 hero points, right?
2 victim points, correct.
2 victim points. Can I use one to re-roll because I rolled a 5?
You're welcome to try to re-roll, yeah. So you re-roll. Let me go to each person. What did you get, Dale?
10.
10. And would you like to use one of your victim points, or are you going to hold to that 10?
I'm going to ride it.
Ride that. And what about you, Helen?
Wait.
So what I roll plus what's on the character sheet, right?
Yes, under the will defense.
That would give me 22.
Okay.
So I rolled a 19, so it would be plus my will -2?
Correct.
Okay, 21 overall.
21 overall. What was it, 22, Helen?
Yeah, I rolled 18 and have 4 for will.
And 10 for Dale. Correct?
Correct. Yep.
All right. So Helen, you're super engaged with the class. You love what's going on. You're learning so much. Like you feel sometimes that you know more than the teacher does, but like this is one of those days where you're like, oh, there's a whole world that this guy knows that I don't know about.
Okay. I was about to
that
do
we haven't
the,
touched on
the
yet.
Parks and Rec thing. I know more than you.
Yeah. Like there are like maybe about Python at this point, like you might. But and then chemistry class, meanwhile, it's just interesting enough. He's doing like a volcano demonstration to hold your attention.
Nice.
Dale, despite your fear, you find yourself nodding off. And you find yourself in another deep slumber. And now you're at a dog park.
No.
And the dog park, it's just after sunset, but there's no one around. And then suddenly there's a lot of people around, and they're gone again. Then they're back, and they're gone. And every time they come back, they're like looking at you and like getting a little closer.
No.
And
Not about this.
And you hear this and then all of a sudden all of those mannequins start to kind of like twist and turn and end up facing backwards and crawling like on their backs, like crab walking. And it's coming, and now they're not disappearing anymore. They're coming at you quicker.
What
are you doing?
The thing I'm supposed to be reading is wherein did you dress yourself? Hath it slept since and wakes it now to look so green and pale? Such I count thy love, art thou afeared. Come on now.
Oh, trust me. Class is certainly in session, but not the one you want.
I'm gonna start running away as I'm trying to recite the Macbeth passage.
Yeah, you hear this voice and you don't know where it's coming from, and you're running and you turn around and you look behind you as you're running, and then you look forward, and suddenly in the middle distance you see a terrifying image. It's a woman with these deep, sunken in black pinpoint eyes and this long, scrangly hair.
She has like Coraline eyes.
And she's got a noose around her neck, and she's wearing this white lab coat. And from the lab coat are these long, extended claw-like fingers, just completely pitch black but covered in blood.
No, thank you.
And suddenly she there's like a snap, and then she's a little closer and a little closer and a little closer.
God.
Wake up, Dale! And you there's a snap again, and then she's gone.
Do I wake up?
And then suddenly you hear her right behind you.
Oh, hell no.
I think that would do
I'm
it.
out. I'm running.
And as you go to run, you feel this claw drag along your arm. And you wake up screaming from the bloody wound on your arm.
Yeah, I will just bolt upright in my chair, throw my English book on the ground, and all
of the class looks back at you in horror, and the teacher's like, "Mr. Wilkins, what is wrong?"
And then, to be clear, for the injury is there in real life.
Correct.
Okay.
I cut myself on Shakespeare. I gotta
Paper cut.
And the teacher looks at your wound, and she goes, "Yes, make your way to the nurse's office."
I cut myself on Shakespeare.
Now, get up and shuffle away.
All right, you make your way to the nurse's office. And you get to the nurse's office, and she's able to patch the wound. And when you get there, you see Sophia's there, kind of getting a similar kind of patch done on her palm.
What happened to you?
I don't want to tell them. I don't think they'll believe me, but I think you'll believe me. I had another dream. I fell asleep in math class. God, I don't like math.
I don't like English.
Same.
And I saw the claw. It was like a lady, and she slashed my hand. But I didn't do this. I just woke up and this was there.
Yeah, I got this from a lady with claws.
Oh God.
And she had a lab coat and like
and she begins furiously nodding her head.
She really didn't like Macbeth.
Well, it's hard to be the bard.
Oh my God.
Also, there were like a bunch of mannequins crab walking all over the place, like it was a Japanese horror movie.
I saw a bunch of snakes, like Rikki talked about.
Our fears are combining to be fucking terrifying.
What'd you say? Wait, what'd you say, Rachel?
I said our fears are combining to be fucking terrifying.
Truly.
Also, the snakes I took from my mom's fears, so which is nice because I can imagine that. I know it's not my actual fear.
So the nurse patches you up too, and the two of you are sent back to class. And Sophia goes, and it's like, let's say it's like 1 o'clock. Like classes, like school's gonna be letting out pretty soon. And she's like, I don't want to go back to class. I'm afraid to fall asleep.
Yeah. Me too. Good luck with that.
Do you go back to class?
Yeah.
All right. You go back to class, and you're certainly wide awake now. You can still feel the tingle on your along your arm, along your forearm, because for where the cut was. And you get out of class, and the rest of your day is pretty much uneventful until you get out of school. We'll say at 2 o'clock. You have one more class or something. And are you heading right over to the Moby Dicks?
Yeah.
I imagine most of y'all have each other's numbers at this point.
Yeah, I'm gonna go check on Rikki and see if Rikki needs a ride to Moby Dicks.
Yeah, it's not that far, but I'd say it's a little further than your preferable walking distance.
I'm not leaving my truck here.
I could use a ride to Moby Dicks. I assume I see what I imagine is now a bandage, right?
Right. Yeah.
I go, what happened to you? Turns recorder on.
I got scratched up by that lady with the claws because I fell asleep in English again. I was doing like you said, Rikki. I was trying to read ahead and practice so that I sound good when I talk. But then I fell asleep because I was reading too much, and then I was walking through the dog park, and then I got tapped by mannequins.
So you got injured in your dream, and but then the injury appeared in real life?
I guess. I didn't feel like I was asleep.
That's weird, but I assume you didn't leave. I mean, you were in class, you didn't leave.
I mean, that's where I woke up after I got scratched.
Yeah, that's so weird.
If I had gotten teleported into a weird place, I wouldn't have known though, because I was there and then I was also there.
That's fair.
Teleportation not being out of the realm of possibility in this world.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, nobody said I was gone. They just said I was asleep, and then I told them I got a paper cut. Sophia got scratched up too, pretty good, but
good to know. RC, I would are there security cameras in the school?
Yeah.
Would there be security cameras in? Would I somehow can I somehow use investigation or something to get access to those?
Let's give it a try.
Okay.
You might be able to get help from a friend.
I was I also could teamwork that with someone. What's your character's name?
Helen.
With Helen when we get to Moby Dick.
Eventually.
Yeah.
All right.
Can you hear Rufio right now?
I can't.
Okay, cool. He's just whining.
Poor baby.
He's just whining in general.
He's just a baby.
So is the plan to go to Moby Dicks directly? That wasn't clear to me earlier, so that's why.
Let's go. Probably.
That's why I said everyone has each other's numbers if there's.
Let's go to Moby Dicks, and then we probably can do that stuff that I was thinking about at the library. That's right next to it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Also, Callan, yes, all of the tools are in the back of the truck.
Absolutely.
Perfect.
Before Helen goes, she calls her parents and tells them that she is going to be working on a coding problem, so she won't be home when she usually is.
And your mom, Cindy, answers. She goes, "Oh, okay, Helen, you do what you got to do.
Thanks, Mom.
Love you."
Love you too.
Okay, and then you head over to Moby Dick's.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
All right, when you get there, Kurt and Miles are already there. Sophia's there. Everyone roll a perception check.
Okay.
Could I convince you that this should be investigation?
Yeah, I agreed with that.
Cool, because I have a lot more investigation than perception.
Yeah. Oh no. Oh, sorry. For this note, it has to be perception. So
Oh,
I thought you meant
rude.
for the other thing.
Okay, then 17 overall.
17.
18
Dale?
overall.
18.
I got an 18 overall.
All right. You all notice that first off, she's got for those who haven't seen her already, she's got the bandage on her hand, and based on the mud on her shoes and the bottom of her skirt, she definitely walked here from school.
Hey, Susan is her name?
Sophia.
Sophia.
Oh, you should ask for a ride. I got a truck.
Yeah.
And she tears up a little bit. She's like, "I wanted to leave school when we both got out of the nurse's office, and you decided to go back to class."
Well, yeah, we were in class.
Okay, we found the goody two shoes.
We gotta stay in school, man.
She's like, "Listen, I love school. Don't get me wrong, but I got cut in my dreams."
You are not wrong. That being real weird. Would you mind if I ask you about that? Because first time I've heard about, dreams, injury, real life.
Sure.
That's my little. I'm imagining actually there's an app and it makes that noise when you open it.
Every time you open it, yeah.
Yeah.
And she recounts the whole story just like she did for Dale.
That's so. God, I'm worried about. Yeah, no, I'm worried about falling asleep.
Yeah, I just think we got to find out what's going on, and I just don't know if we can tell anybody. I don't know.
Well, we can do maybe some research. I don't know. Did the lady in the dream look familiar at all?
Not to me.
Dale?
Nah, I ain't never seen a crazy scientist lady before.
Helen just
Fair.
shakes her head.
I mean, I didn't see her face in my dream, and considering what happened to the two of you, I don't really want to test that theory.
I'd probably recognize her if I saw her, though. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Imagining because I'm not gonna. We're at Moby Dick's. I'm ordering shrimp cocktail.
I was like, yeah, you're at Moby Dick's, which is a seafood restaurant. We're gonna touch on what you order, and that's the extent of it.
Shrimp cocktail because I had some earlier today in real life.
I'm getting everyone extra large Mountain Dews.
They're a Pepsi product place.
Yes.
Apparently.
And I will order a Hush Puppy Surprise.
Okay.
Oh no. Actually, that might be the scariest thing in this.
All right, we got a Hush Puppy Surprise, large Mountain Dews all around, and what is Helen getting?
Helen will get. Well, she doesn't like seafood, so I guess she'll take a salad.
All right. Yeah, they got good salads. They got a whole ass salad bar, actually, we'll say.
They weirdly have a lot of good fried chicken, too.
Sure. Anyway, you eat your food. It goes great. You all are slightly...
I'm sorry, what's the surprise? Is it salmonella?
You're all, you had a good meal, and so now, especially after skipping lunch, you all feel a little bit better emotionally. And then you're done with your meal, and what do you do?
I say we head over to the library and crack open those books, those computers, do some research.
Okay.
When in doubt, go to the library.
Yeah.
It's early enough that neither Donna or Rikki's parents are there working.
Okay.
So you're kind of like getting there, because it's like, you got out of school and stuff. It's probably like 5.
I'm looking for an old person.
You're looking for an old person? Is that what you said?
Yes. Yep.
Sure. You see the librarian, Mrs. Hayden. It's the Mr. Hayden's mother.
Great. Love this for us.
She
This-
is not
this-
a cool librarian, though.
This town real fucking small.
Mhm.
So you approach her.
Yeah, hey, Mrs. Hayden.
Oh, hello there, Dale.
I got a weird question.
Oh, there are no weird questions, my good boy.
Do you know if there was ever like a lynching situation here in town? Like, did
What?
a bunch of parents get together and burn somebody alive or something crazy, like a secret thing they don't want the teens to know about?
What?
There are weird questions.
Or like I don't know, was there ever like a scientist who experimented on people's dreams or something?
Roll an insight check.
Oh no.
I'm going to spend a victim point.
Okay. And so that's your first one, right? So you're down to 2 now.
Yes, yep.
And then we've got 2 for Helen and 1 for Rikki, I believe.
Yeah.
That makes it a 16.
For this game in particular, I have a question.
Sure.
Are victim points connected to the player or the character?
Player. I was going to bring that up.
Okay, thank you.
All right. For a moment, she lets her face slip, like, oh my god. And she's like, Dale, that's a wild statement to make. You should be careful about any anything crazy like that. People are liable to think there's something wrong with you talking like that.
Well, I got scratched today, so yeah, something is wrong with me.
Oh, well, have you seen a doctor? It looks like you got patched up.
I mean, I saw a nurse.
Yeah, we all get scraped up every once in a while. I'm sure it's fine. There's nothing wrong with you. Don't worry.
But yeah, you never heard of something like that before?
I that's a very unusual situation you're describing. I think it's best to keep your mind on positive things. Feel free to hang out at the library. We have free cookies up at the desk right now, so feel free to grab some. I made them myself.
I've immediately forgotten about telling my friends.
Because cookies?
Yes.
But do you tell us about the cookies?
Probably.
Probably not.
No.
Oh wow, rude.
I might tell you after I've eaten them.
All of them?
I'm a big boy. See? Don't judge me.
He's a growing boy.
Right now, I have a cookie jar full of cookies in my kitchen. I wish it was right here. I wish I could just like taken one. I just magically like out of cookies.
Yeah, but this is like the kid who goes up to someone who left out a bucket of candy at Halloween and just takes the whole bucket.
Yeah.
Look, we have to transgress or the villain can't kill us. Those are horror movie rules.
Thanks, Cabin in the Woods. Anyway.
So because we don't find out, we got nothing from that interaction.
Yeah. I
mean, everyone can make a perception check. I'll see if maybe you overheard it.
Okay. What were you saying?
12 overall. I have 2 things I would like to investigate. One, I would like to see if I can get the security cameras from the school to make sure people didn't just magically teleport away when they thought they were dreaming. Because again, this is in the same universe where Yardak, Ruby, and Laserhawk exist.
Sure.
So
yeah, people can teleport. Supervillains exist. Supervillains exist.
And then I would like to try and do research to see if anyone, that lady is real at all in the town history.
Okay, so I'll let you roll an investigation check. Oh wait, what was the perception check first? What did you get?
12 overall.
And what did you get, Helen?
Okay, so +5, +11, 16.
16?
Yes, and Hyperact also exists.
And
Some feature
That's
could have
right.
came in there, ran them to some scary ass locations, and ran them back.
It was me all along, Barry.
It's reverse hyperact.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Anyway, okay, so yeah, I'll say that you did overhear this thing. You did not catch the cookie part, so when he disappeared and ate all the cookies, you didn't get it.
Rude. Okay, and I'm also like, I'm guessing only Helen heard that, right?
No, both of
did-
you.
oh,
I said
both of
Helen. Helen. Yeah. Both
Okay.
Of you overheard.
So
that
I'm
conversation.
like, so that's what makes me be like, maybe we should look and see if this person was real, because that was sus.
So you say
Agreed.
that to Helen and the rest of the collected group.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Out of curiosity, did Donna overhear that?
Yeah, Donna's there with you, so she.
Okay, I'm gonna
She's
be
nodding.
like-
She hears it, and she's like, we're like making eye contact, and she's nodding along.
Like, I'm like, the adults. I'm like, I know because I know Donna will be on my side. I turn and go, the adults are hiding something,
Yeah, you're right.
and I'm like, I know I could get Donna on my side on this.
She's like, how deep does it go? Do you think the mayor's office knows?
I have no idea.
Do you think that's important to find out?
Maybe.
All right. Well, maybe I'll look into that part of it then.
Brandon, what the fuck does any of that mean in the chat?
Well, I think that's both a reference to anime and also Breaking Bad. I don't really want to dive into it. But I'll say it out loud in case somebody wants to clip it. You're a sussy little baka, Walt. And literally Rachel right now, apparently.
I love that Rachel did not understand a word of it.
Not at all.
I love that you put a comma between Baka and Walt, and I didn't. I was like, sussy little Baka Walt.
All right, so you're gonna do an investigation. Are you trying to recruit the others at all?
Yes, because I think to get in the security camera, I think Helen would be helpful.
Okay, well, you guys gotta talk that out yourselves.
And I go, do you know a way to get into the security cameras they have all around the school?
It might be a challenge, but I'm sure I could figure it out.
Okay. And luckily, I think our school's security is lax as hell.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. And what are you trying to get Dale to help with?
I don't know, where's Dale? She's eating cookies.
He's come back from eating cookies.
I'll come back, wipe the crumbs and the chocolate off my face.
Can I roll an investigation check to see if I see any fucking crumbs?
Oh, you don't have to roll one. You saw it. You saw the whole thing.
I go, where'd you get food?
Oh, I was still hungry after Moby Dick's, and the library lady said that there were cookies, so I ate them.
All of them?
Yeah.
Okay. I think I'm used to Dale. I'm like,
all the ones that were on the plate. I don't know if there might be more in the fridge. I didn't look.
Well, okay. I was like,
I think there's still milk. Do you want me to bring you some just plain milk?
I'm good without just milk.
It's raw milk though. She's a hippie. No,
oh God. Oh.
Okay.
Yeah. How can so?
I am going to ask the rest of the people to look through archives of newspapers to see if they find anything about that creepy lady.
All right.
I want to help Rikki by just sitting next to Rikki and looking at people she shows me just to say if that's the person I saw.
Okay.
Yeah, that works. But first, I think we're going to try to get security footage of you and
we're going to kind of do this all together.
Okay, cool.
So I'm going to have Helen roll a technology check.
Easy.
Rikki roll an investigation check, and Dale, does Dale have any investigation?
I do not have investigation, but I do have teamwork.
Yeah.
Okay.
I really just want to aid.
So
Rikki.
So is that an automatic bonus, or do you have to roll a team check?
I got to roll something and get at least a 10 to succeed.
Okay, I'll have you roll perception then.
Okay.
So Helen's rolling technology, right?
Yes.
Well, her technology is plus 11.
Mm-hmm.
And
that's great.
She's rolled an 18. So that would be
29.
29.
I will add a +2 to whatever Rikki rolls.
Okay.
I have an unnatural 20 for investigation.
So that's a 22 and a 29. All right. First off, you're in.
Hacker voice, I'm in.
You've had to help get security footage, probably for school newspaper stuff before.
Oh, okay.
But those times you probably did it on campus and legally, but the login, the IP address, you were able to get in.
Oh, I was hoping that it was hard, but I found.
Well, you're off campus, so you had to basically fake a VPN to to make it think that you're on campus.
Helen a badass is what we're saying.
Helen's a badass. Meanwhile, in your investigation, what are what would you say the main keywords you're using are?
Scientist.
Okay.
Hanging.
Okay.
I'm
Dream.
trying to think of the thing I think would be nails, maybe.
Okay.
Claws.
So
Creepy laugh.
so as you're kind of going through, you find one small article, really almost like a blurb, basically saying, accused scientist Nora Candlewick found hung in a forest. That she had been accused of potentially harming children as following a string of unsolved murders. This is about 20 years ago.
Okay. So it was Nora Candlewick. Was that her name?
Correct.
Then
and it has a picture of her. And to you, Dale, it looks like the same woman, but like young and pretty and like normal.
I'm gonna text my aunt and uncle and see if they know the name Nora Candlewick.
Okay.
I would like to. Would I know my dad's login for his to have extra access library stuff?
I'll let you use a victim point to edit a scene and have that.
Yeah, I'm gonna use my victim point, and then I have my dad's library login.
Okay, so that's.
I don't know if my dad knows I have that login, but
is that 2 for
yes.
Dale and 2 for Helen and 0 for Rikki? Am I correct with that? Is anybody else using 0 point?
I think so.
I still have 2.
Okay.
I'm trying to be better about using them.
That's fair.
Yeah, I have 2. Yep. I have a D20 that says
220. Okay.
I'm imagining this is I'm in the restricted section idea
Yeah, you're absolutely. So what are you trying to access again?
It's my dad's library login to have access to everything, and I'm just gonna put that name in the search.
Okay. Yeah. So this Nora, when you search for Nora and learn more about her, she was a fairly notable scientist who studied sleep. She worked for Okada Pharmaceuticals, and
Sauce.
And she basically was known for helping develop the drugs. Just make sure I pronounce this right. Saporin and Sunacil. Saporin being a drug to help you sleep without dreams. Very rare, never went to market. And Sunacil, which is a drug to help you stay awake.
I think this is literally Rachel. These aren't real drugs, right?
Correct.
Okay. This is Rachel being I don't know. Are these medications real?
And then the thing to know about additional things of note about her, basically that there was a string of unsolved murders. There was never any physical evidence tying her to it, but there was she was a person of interest in the cases for reasons that were not revealed. And then she was found to be hung in a forest.
Hanged.
Thank you. She did.
Portraits are hung. People are hanged.
Never can fucking understand why we have the word hanged and hung.
Look,
so Alex can make that joke.
No, it's one of the things that irks me, like electrocuted.
What?
I hate every time somebody says they get electrocuted, because technically you can only get electrocuted once.
Oh.
Electrocuted means death by electricity.
Right. Okay.
Okay.
It's like execution.
Okay.
English language is weird as shit.
So anyway, this scientist was hanged or found hanged in a forest. And then the killings did appear to stop, and the investigation was never really solved.
Okay. None of our contacts are police officers, right?
Correct. You've got the librarian's son who's a teacher. You've got your various parents.
God, if I still had one of those victim points, I would have edited the scene to be I have a contact in the police department by journalism.
RC, did you mention if this was in Midpoint, if this happened in Midpoint?
Correct. This happened in Midpoint. There's a few suburbs in Midpoint. It did happen in one of the ones in your kind of where a lot of you live near. You all kind of are a little spread out, but kind of you'd be considered the same.
God, now I'm yawning. Now I'm terrified of that. RC, thanks.
I've actually been yawning for like a half an hour, and I'm like, I
God, now we're making everyone
Kill.
No, thank you.
Anyway,
I
mean, everyone else still has victim points. We also haven't technically established what some people's parents do.
Mine are teachers, both of them.
Yes, sorry, I said not everybody. I just meant like.
I don't know the NPCs. I just noticed that in the complications his reputation bit of a jerk, and I don't feel like I've been playing that.
Yeah, it's true.
It's hard to play a jerk, but I'm not a jerk.
You're too nice.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I go like, have any of you guys heard of this at all?
No.
Like,
not a clue.
I mean, a scientist being from this small backwards town is like kind of rare. A scientist who
sorry, I should have elaborated a little bit. Okada Pharmaceuticals does have like a facility in town.
Okay. I'm gonna change that to be like an important scientist working at like this branch of Okada Pharmaceuticals is rare. One that got like fucking hanged. I mean, I guess she could have hanged herself. Now I'm like, sure, like I don't want Alex to be mad at me if I use the word right.
I'm not gonna get mad. Just it might click my teeth.
Why is the English language like this? That is my question.
Because our language is made up. It is a mutt language.
It's true.
I mean, all languages are made up.
True. Anyway,
this is true. But this is really interesting. It's weird. Like, I feel like I've studied the history of this town a lot, and I've never heard of this, which is bizarre to me.
Do you think people might have tried covering it up?
Yeah, Crazy Donna, you got any ideas about that?
Dale, you also get a text back from your uncle. Let me see. I wrote down Adam Wilkins is his name. And he says, where'd you hear about that?
No, like nowhere.
Internet?
Yeah.
I'm doing a research paper on local murder suicide ?
No, that's a real terrible thing about our town's history. I would leave that one alone. Real sensitive subject for some people, I think.
Are some people you and Aunt Linda?
Are you some people?
I have it, Aunt Eve.
Aunt Eve. Oh, Adam and Eve. Okay.
Did
Nora Candlewick make you two?
Boy, what the hell kind of question is that?
Also, what? What does that mean?
What? Yeah.
Listen, Dale's not very sociable, so I get it. He asks weird questions, off-putting questions. All right, and then sorry, someone was going to ask something before I gave the text. Oh, you asked what Donna was thinking. Donna says, well, you know, wait, sorry, that's written. I mean, I could probably check with my dad. He might be able to. He's got some friends on the sheriff's squad.
Ooh, yes, inside information.
And she texts, and she comes back a little bit, and she's like, "My dad told me not to talk about this to anybody."
Okay, the more people say, "Let's not talk about it," the more I want to know
everything
what is happening.
I think our guardians killed that lady.
And I think Mrs. Hayden comes back, and she goes, "Are all you kids doing all right? Is everybody finding anything?
I would
finding any
like
books." Or...
I think you use sleight of hand to change the tab real quick, and I'm just going to open a.
I'm not going to make a real sleight of hand for that.
Something of Shakespeare. I actually had good sleight of hand.
I vote that every single one of us says yes at the same time when she says everything fine.
Yes. Nothing.
And she does seem to be kind of eyeing you suspiciously. Are you sure there's anything I can't help you kids with?
And then we all say nope.
Nope. I said just Sorry, the cough is actually Rachel coughing. Just doing some research about Much Ado About Nothing. See, that's why we're thinking about nothing.
Okay.
It's that story about that candlestick maker.
Well, I'm going to be heading out for the night, and
I was gonna try to roll deception to see if I can get her to believe me.
Roll deception, yeah.
Ooh. Okay. So I rolled a 15.
You got her.
Yeah. 23.
Yeah, she seems to completely buy it, and she says, "Okay, kids. Well, I got another plate of cookies put out, and
I go get a cookie. And then I'm trying to keep the lie up, so I was like, "Did you
let her talk, Rikki?"
Oh,
and
I
Rikki,
have a fun fact about Much Ado About Nothing.
Well, Rikki, your dad's in. He'll probably come over and say hi shortly. I'm heading out for the night. It's like 9 p.m. at this point.
And then I like, as she's leaving, I'm gonna like say to like keep the thing up. I was like, "Did you know in Shakespeare time nothing was slang for vagina? So Much Ado About Nothing means Much Ado About Vaginas."
Do you say that to the librarian?
No, I'm saying as she's walking away, like I share that with the group of people.
All right,
like we're actually.
Hey guys, Shakespeare, am I right?
Yeah. By the way, that is absolutely true.
Everyone, roll me a will save.
Oh no!
And each of you with a -2 bonus, or -2 penalty. I mean.
Okay.
Dale's on a sugar rush.
So
18.
the roll plus will -2.
Correct.
Okay.
18.
21.
21.
Same 21.
21. Okay. Yeah, you keep on researching, and you're all working together. You're feeling really tired though. And then Rikki, your dad comes on over. Hey, Sport, how's it going?
Adorable.
Hi, Mr. Ricky's dad.
Hi, Dale.
Hi. Hey, Dad. Good. Just doing some research for school.
Oh yeah, what are you researching? What can I help with? Mrs. Hayden said you've been here for a while.
Yeah, doing some Shakespeare stuff. Then we were talking about some old town legend that a couple people. I'm gonna try to get some information on my dad. Some old town legend we'd heard a couple people. Have you ever heard something about like some old scientist lady like getting hanged in the forest or something like that? I don't know. I was telling people it seemed made up. I don't know.
Oh, you mean Nora Candlewick?
What's that? Yeah, I think that might have been her name. I don't know. People were weird about it, so I thought maybe it was made up. Or
yeah, she was brilliant and talented. Darn shame what happened to her.
What? So it was real.
Your dad sounds like he's in on it.
I know. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Definitely. Of course, it was real. I mean, it was in the newspaper. I remember it.
Did you know her at all?
Of course. Yeah, she was really well known around town.
Did you just know of her, or did you know her?
Oh no, yeah. Like I said, she was really well known around town. Everyone knew her.
The way you were talking for a second, I thought you were about to reveal she's my mother.
We bone every Thursday.
Oh my god.
No, that's not true. That's not canon.
It's nice of them to have a schedule. That's really
listen, science and night shift library. It's all Anyway. So yeah, he goes, yeah. It's really a darn shame what happened to her.
So, I mean, people just say they found her in the forest. Do you think was she depressed or something, or?
No, she definitely wasn't depressed. But Mrs. Hayden and a bunch of the other parents got together and hung her.
I'm sorry. This confidence in character. I'm sorry. The lady I was just talking to.
Yeah, that old bitch really just took her and hung her.
The way that you said it the first time, it sounds like the same way that all the students were like, let's go to Moby Dick's. It's let's hang her.
So, Dad, I have many questions about why you still work with this lady, and
We all have questions about that, don't we, Rikki? And you see as your
damn,
dad's
you're asleep.
form slowly starts to transform.
Oh, great.
And all of you see the eyes sink in and the skin turn pale and the arms and the hands begin to grow. But some questions don't get answered.
What the fuck? That's in character.
Are we all here?
I would. Okay, I have a weapon listed on my character sheet that I don't think I would actually have with me. If it's
What's
on
your
my
weapon? Oh no, you have anything that you have on your sheet. You have on your
okay.
person. I'll say.
So apparently, I
Unless
have
it's
a
a car.
fucking.
You don't have a car inside of this.
I apparently
inside
have
of
a
this-
fucking lead pipe with me.
Oh yeah. You keep a little piece of lead pipe with you.
I
have
take
a
that
hatchet.
out. I take the lead pipe out and just hit her. Like,
All right, roll an attack check.
what? Okay, so it's the. So am I rolling just the +4 that's there?
No, that sounds like the damage. It should be. You should
Yeah.
have it under. Oh wait, no, sorry. It's on under the attack section.
Okay.
If it's under the attack section, then yes, it's a +4.
Where? This character sheet is different than the one we use as Ruby. Where's the attack section on here?
It should be up at the top in the middle.
Okay, I just see. Could it be just labeled offense attack bonus?
Yep.
Yep.
So is the +4 the attack bonus then?
Correct.
Okay, then I was right.
Sorry.
Okay. Okay, my thing rolled off. Okay. 11 +4 would be 15.
You swing, and she just kind of goes incorporeal as the lead pipe passes through her, and then goes back to solid again. Now that's some yellow journalism you got there. And she goes to swipe at you. Does a 21 hit? Your parry +10.
I'd like
yeah.
to interpose.
Oh,
Oh, cool.
Okay.
Someone else has interposed. Nice.
okay. All right. Well, first off, does that hit? It has to hit first.
Yes.
Okay.
100%. My parry +10 is 14.
Dale, you're gonna want to roll a toughness check.
My toughness is 4 out of 0.
It's 4 or 0. You get some of your
Okay.
toughness
Yes.
from being able to
0
move.
is if you're caught by surprise.
Okay,
You have a
cool.
defensive roll.
Here we go. I got a 14 on my toughness check.
14. All right.
And I could be like, Dale, no, what are you doing?
You jump in the way. I imagine you have your hatchet out, like you're gonna try to do something defensively.
I'm gonna swipe in and say, Rikki told me vagina means nothing.
I'm not giving you a victim point for that. Don't try to play me right now. So the claws go straight across your chest, like from shoulder to shoulder. As you begin to, there's like 5 claw marks across you. They go straight through your clothes as you begin to bleed through the clothes. You are going to take a -1 to future toughness checks. You are, sorry, let me get this. Make sure I got this right. Sure I have this right. Sorry, what I can tell you for sure at the moment is that you are dazed and staggered.
Oh, I'm staggered. That's not good.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
I think getting slashed
And then
across
let me
the
just
chest
check
would
one
do
other
that to you.
thing. And you're also you're because lethal rules are in play. You're also disabled.
Perfect.
So
Cool,
you're
cool.
slashed, and I imagine basically like fall, basically topple over a table. All right. And what are the rest of you doing?
Go get him, girls.
Screaming.
All right. Are you like fleeing? What are you trying to do here?
I would say Helen is just like frozen in horror and
I
Frozen
would
in
like.
screaming.
I'm imagining I'm surrounded by books, right?
Yeah, you're in a library. You're full of.
I'm
like,
fucking
you're at a-
chucking books at this lady.
Okay. So you're throwing books.
Yeah.
If you want to roll an attack check with that, I don't know if you have. I think you have throwing.
I do have throw. My it says +0, so
Yeah,
I'm
but I
not
think-
sure.
Okay.
I'm also noticing that my offense unarmed is more than the lead pipe.
some things don't always work out. Okay. Oh wait, no. The lead pice would be strength-based damage, so it should be
Okay.
more.
So the throwing 15.
15.
Yeah.
That does not hit her. Like she is just like just diving out of, like ducking out of the way is.
I was like, if I could get any amount of help here, because I don't think this is my dad.
I would say that Kurt and Sophia both bolt, and they get to the doors, and the doors suddenly like slam shut, and like shutters that don't really exist in that library come and close them in.
Yeah, did you really think she was gonna let you get away? Help! I'm trying. This is when the jerk part comes out.
Yeah, right.
I'm trying to remember that it's just my character sheet says that.
Donna looks over at you, the three of you, and goes, "I have an idea."
Anything.
She just backhands the lot of you, and you wake up.
What the fuck? Oh, that worked. Dale. And then I rush over to Dale.
You can see that the others are still, like, the three of you woke up, the others are all still sleeping.
I like pick up a newspaper and just like whack them on the head.
Yeah, all right, so you start whacking them on the head. They all wake up except two things of note. Donna wakes up and has a like big bloody gash on her arm.
Oh my god.
And Dale has the exact same 3 or 5 claw marks on his chest and is bleeding profusely.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Also, do you really think that you thought you could get away? What the fuck? I'm so mad about that.
I didn't know it was. Kurt just goes, I didn't know what was happening. I panicked.
Is my dad actually here? Wait, is the Mrs. Hayden thing, is that real?
First off, I think that Dale and Donna are probably, I don't know about Donna actually. Dale is probably screaming profusely.
Yeah.
I would like some medical attention, please.
You're at that point, Mr. Teddy Astor, your father, does run over and goes, Jesus Christ, what happened?
I don't know. My relationship with my dad is good, right?
Yeah, he immediately takes off his shirt and begins like ripping off like fabric and like trying to put pressure on the wound.
Dad, I'm gonna tell you something, and I need you to believe us.
Rikki, call 911.
Okay, I will. These are happening in our dreams, and then in real life, and see proof.
What? No, just whatever. Just call 911 now. He's gonna need medical attention.
Okay, I call 911. Explain that my friend got cut by something really badly and he needs medical attention. 2 of my friends.
Okay.
Yeah.
Donna leans over to you and says, "They're not going to believe us. I'm going to go treat this myself. I've got a med kit at home. Get Dale some help."
Okay, I think my dad might. I trust him, but I don't. This is weird.
I think Kurt and Sophia are gonna try to go with Donna, and so is Miles.
I was gonna say something about Miles, but never mind.
What were you gonna say about Miles?
Well, because
Miles is also freaking out with a lot of you.
Was he in our dream?
No, he was not.
Yes, he was.
He was.
Yes, he was.
Yeah.
Oh.
He tried to run away.
With Kurt.
I thought that was Kurt and Sophia.
Oh, I meant to mention Miles if I did.
Okay.
Okay.
I thought I did.
Never mind.
Maybe you didn't, but okay. We're establishing that it's not a weird. Also, hi, Fathery, because I just saw you in the chat.
Oh, hey, Fathery.
We all just fucking almost died in our dreams, and my dad turned into a creepy, scary Freddy Krueger-esque lady. So
that's a good scene. Good job, RC.
So yeah, Kurt, Miles, Sophia, and Donna are all gonna Donna, they're all gonna go with Donna. Are you staying or are you going with them? Dale, I don't think he really has a lot of choice, but as your character, you can make that choice.
I'm going to the hospital.
I'm grabbing a bunch of research, and I think I'm going to go to the hospital with Dale because I'm scared if he it gets put under it all.
Okay. And Helen?
Helen's gonna stick with her friend Kurt.
Okay, so the rest of the group's going off, and it's just gonna be Rikki and Dale going to the hospital.
I don't know, Helen. That's like.
I'm very excited for the possibility that I might get Johnny Depped into a hospital bed.
Oh boy.
But
the paramedics arrive and they kind of push you away a little bit. And they start to, like, you know, get him all taken care of, and they start asking him questions, like trying to keep your mind conscious, Dale, as they load you onto the thing. They say you can come along, but your dad's like, wait, what's, and he pulls you aside. What the hell's going on?
like I said, I swear it's happening in our dreams. We all had this bad dream with some scientist lady.
Rikki, are you on drugs?
No, we're not all on fucking, like, no. Do you think drugs would automatically just cut him open? How does that even make sense?
Listen, kiddo, I don't know what to tell you. This was very scary. I don't want you mixed up in anything like this. Like, you know, if
Also,
something happened, you can tell me.
Also, you know Dale. He wouldn't do drugs. He wouldn't know how to get them.
Right, listen, Dale's a good kid. Don't get me wrong. I don't know what happened here. I'm just saying that you're talking crazy talk. Like, I'm gonna let you go with your friend to the hospital, but like, we're gonna have a serious talk when you get home tonight.
I'm telling you the truth, Dad. I was just trying to make sure that all my friends get home. Look at what just happened to Dale.
Okay. Well, a lot of your friends all bailed, so that's real suspicious behavior. A bunch of kids who didn't do anything wrong and presumably care about their friend.
Look.
No, go. They're all loading him. They're loading him into the ambulance. Yeah. Just go. Okay. We'll talk later. I'll be here all night, cleaning up bloodstains.
Squire, this is a hot take, but I think Jason X is an excellent Friday the 13th movie.
It's fun. I can't wait until we have. I'm trying to think about which character of ours would probably get a Jason X treatment. It would probably be Gabriel Tillins from last year's stream.
Mm-hmm.
Gabriel
I
X.
don't know enough to know. I'm guessing Jason
X.
They
go to space, and it goes. It's
nice. That's what I was gonna ask.
All right,
yeah,
so
there's some very good kills in that movie.
Yes,
everybody. It's really good.
They load him up onto the ambulance. They're taking you guys to the hospital. Meanwhile, Donna has taken the rest of you all back. You all loaded into a car and kind of headed over to Donna's house. Her parents aren't there right now. Bit of a rundown place. And she's got like a little, like, looks to be a pretty sizable med kit. Like, it's got alcohol and wipes, and she's like wiping off. It's like, not, once she gets it, like, the gash is pretty deep, but it's not like bleeding that bad. She's able to like get it patched up.
I'm picturing like the Netflix Daredevil character.
Claire Temple, I think.
Yeah.
The nurse.
Yeah.
Night nurse.
Yeah. She basically is like, she looks like she's patched herself up before. Probably not from something this bad or this supernatural. But yeah, she looks all right. And then I would say that Sophia looks near catatonic at this point. Very freaked out. Miles is like, oh my god. And Kurt is just like kind of waiting, I think, on you, Helen, what your thoughts are.
So because Helen didn't fall asleep in class and have like a near-death experience, she was sort of like crazy shocked at this.
Sure.
So she's basically like frozen and just processing and observing.
Okay. And Miles is just still going, oh my god, is this fucking real? What the fuck?
Who is that?
Oh, sorry. I thought I said it. That was Miles.
Okay. I would have questions for Miles. What would I ask Miles?
I would say I'm not there, so I can't. But if someone saw, if you want to do an insight check,
on like
Miles in
on
general,
Miles,
because I am suspicious.
He's very sus. Very sus.
Yeah. Well, I want to just straight up ask him, like, so you saw that, right? What just happened?
Yeah, I assume, right? We all saw the same thing, and then whatever it happened in the dream. It happened to Dale, right? It was like a weird claw and what, a scientist lady, and what the hell was that?
What did you see before you saw the scientist lady?
Her dad. We were all at the library, right?
Okay.
I guess we weren't really in the library. We were dreaming. And oh God, and all the blood. Oh God, I didn't think it was real.
Okay.
I'm wondering if the cookies were drugged.
Okay.
None of you feel drugged.
Okay, I'll roll.
Well, actually, Dale probably feel drugged.
I hope I feel a little drugged at this point.
Not sleepy drugs though. No sleepy drugs.
Oh no, I was gonna roll an insight check if that was okay, but it's
yeah, you can.
I rolled a 3 and my insight is +7, so that's a 10.
Yeah, you 100% get the impression that he is genuine in a way that he was not last time.
Okay. But okay, so I'm sure you were there just now, but I want to ask you.
I fucking lied, Helen. Okay, I didn't. I just wanted to be a part of it. It sounded like you all were coming up with something really interesting. I thought maybe this was just like a big thing that you were gonna, like, I don't know, sell to the papers or something.
Okay, thank you. I appreciate the honesty, but
Nope.
this is making me wonder what might have happened between last night and just now.
I started hanging out with a lot of you freaks.
Okay, I will end this conversation now.
Meanwhile, in the hospital, they are trying to get an IV set up to put Dale under.
I don't think it's a good. I think we should keep him awake. It was
I can't go to sleep. It's against my religion.
Yeah, it is against his religion to take extra drugs, right? Yes.
Yep, I'm a Mennonite.
I don't know if that's a thing for the Mennonite. I was going to say Jehovah's Witness was my first thought.
That's Jehovah's Witness was also going to be my go-to.
As someone who grew up around Mennonites.
Please ignore the cell phone in my pocket.
He's a little out of it.
Jehovah's Witnesses aren't Amish.
He's actually, I don't. And then I go, I don't want to say he's Jehovah's Witness. They can't take blood, and I feel like he really needs blood.
Yeah. Just say, I'd say it's against his religion would be my recommendation.
Yeah. He's Mormon?
I don't think you need to really specify. They're not.
Yeah.
It's just against his religion.
I was saying both of you said it's against his religion.
Yeah.
Which religion? None.
All right. What was your name? Dale? Dale, I'm going to give you just something for the pain. I'm not going to put you under, but you might, I was say you sound like you're in a lot of pain. You might go into shock.
That's okay.
All right.
Worth it.
I've been shocked a lot.
All right.
My dad's an electrician, or my brother's an electrician.
Is your brother also your dad? Is that what we're discovering?
No,
Would you say you've been electrocuted a lot?
No.
You got thrills?
Well, maybe Dale might, because he doesn't like English class.
Yeah, Dale might say that.
So you're roll me another toughness check. And you are with that -1 penalty.
Yep.
I will say that you've been stabilized, so you're not disabled anymore, but you're still staggered.
I got a natural 20 for a 23.
Ooh.
All right. You're not going into shock then. You're still in a lot of pain. Don't get me wrong. All right. So you get to the hospital, and meanwhile, what's going on back at the house? A reminder: you all have cell phones.
Oh, smart.
Dale, not so much at the moment, probably, but
This ain't any worse than the last time my family got fed into a thresher maw. Like, this is fine.
That's how you went from 3 cousins to 2.
That's why I live with my aunt and uncle now.
Oh, right.
Is there any kind? Although this happened like 20 years ago, right, with the lady?
Yeah. Or so you were told.
Well, the newspaper.
That was the newspaper clipping.
That was the newspaper. Don't fuck with me. So they probably would not be part of the electronic hospital records.
Probably not. Like what?
Okay.
Like what?
Like when they brought her into the fucking morgue. Yeah.
Well, I mean, most of those records are either in paper, like some places digitize them. You're in Midpoint, Kansas, so probably not. It's probably still in a filing cabinet somewhere.
That's what I was gonna see if I could get if a nurse left their fucking tablet around or something. But I think I would have to go to a fucking digital file, and I don't want to leave this guy alone because if he falls asleep, some slasher lady's gonna fucking rip his heart out.
You asked what's going on at the house, so I assume you're talking to Helen.
Yep.
Helen wants to call Rikki, so she does that.
Okay.
And then
we'll say they just loaded Dale into a hospital bed.
Okay.
And he's not in the room, but it's you and Rikki now.
Okay. So, Rikki. So, I talked to Miles, and earlier I felt like he was lying about having the same dream. I felt like he just wanted to fit in.
Yeah.
But it's clear that he shared the dream that we all just had at the library. So
good to know.
I think something happened at some point between last night and just now that maybe has to relate to all of this.
I wish I knew more. I don't even know if I don't know the dream what the dream fucking fake version of my father said. I don't even know if that's information that's true.
Right, we could all just be having some weird hallucination.
Yeah. Well, okay, so we definitely know that lady was hung.
Right.
Hanged. I don't fucking know, Alex.
She might have been hung. Who knows?
She might have been hung. We didn't check. Hanged is the actual
Anyway.
We don't that was part of it. Or I mean, I guess maybe she could have hanged herself because again, the person who said she definitely didn't was the fake version of my dad that turned into that creepy fucking lady.
Do you think that we can Well, no, because now I'm traumatized. I don't want to ask your dad the same question.
Yeah, that was my first reaction too. And I was like, I don't want to.
Well, Donna does live near Mrs. Hayden.
But also, Squire, how dare you? 20 years old, that's almost last century. My bones.
Yeah.
My bones.
My poor bones.
20 years ago is the 80s. Everybody knows that.
20 years ago, I can prove.
Wait, we don't have time.
I'm pulling up my 20 years of Wicked Playbill that I got this month.
Yes, almost last century that started.
Yeah.
Okay,
all right, so
you said Donna lives where again?
Near Mrs. Hayden, the other librarian.
The other librarian.
The one that the lady said fucking killed her.
And also the one that said don't talk about this.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So back on the phone with Rikki, I'll say I think Miss Hayden lives somewhere near here because right now we're at Donna's house.
mean,
like literally
right
down
now
the street. It's a small town, so
I know she said not to talk about it, but we've got to figure out something. Apparently my dad thinks I'm on drugs now. God damn it.
I'll see if I can convince these folks to tag along and let's go check out her house.
I don't want to leave Dale alone. I'm real scared about if he goes under at all.
That is fair. I think the priority for you should be not going under.
Yeah.
Okay, sounds good.
I'm sitting there at the hospital with my fucking lead pipe out. Although apparently my unarmed is
all right, don't worry about that. I'll look it up and we'll figure it out later.
Yeah.
So all right, so you're gonna stay at the hospital and try to keep Dale awake?
Mm-hmm. And I took a bunch of the newspapers with me. I'm still doing research.
Okay. All right. And let's
out of curiosity, am I finding out anything more from the research I'm doing now?
From the research you're doing now, nothing you haven't really been told before. You did find, because you had that additional access, you did find a police record that was unsealed that basically said something to the effect of that she was being investigated regarding those unsolved murders.
Okay.
And so, that does point.
Yeah, Helen, I get what you're saying about REM speed. but also in your dreams, people don't usually fucking stab you, and then you're stabbed in real life. So Rikki doesn't trust science right now for this
Oh.
shit.
I see it now, Rachel. You are less accurate with the pipe, but it does more damage. You are more accurate
Okay.
with punching, but it does less damage.
That is fair. Okay.
That's the trade-off.
Mhm.
So yeah. So what are you doing then, Helen?
Helen is trying to gather. Well, first we're gonna make sure that Donna has patched herself up adequately.
Donna's all patched up now.
All right, then. So since Miss Hayden lives nearby, and she's kind of weird, I figure we should go to her house and maybe see what we can poke around and figure out.
Everyone else is on board. They say, let's do it.
Sweet.
Because the killer lady said that she was involved, right?
I think so. So if there's anywhere we could get information, it would be there.
All right. I'm trying to remember who it is. Let me double check something.
So let's go to her house and kill her and make the other lady go leave us alone.
Is this a good trade-off, killer lady?
Is this what you wanted?
I imagine her being like, "What the fuck?"
Helen,
Because
I was
we're not
right. Let me double check. You have pepper spray, just so you know.
Yes, I do. I was looking at that.
Okay. All right. So you're heading to Mrs. Hayden's house.
Yes, sir.
All right. We'll come back to that in just a second.
Okay.
Meanwhile, back at the hospital, doctors have suddenly come into the room, Dale, and they're saying, "Hey, we're gonna have to get you real sewn up, and we're gonna have to put you under."
I don't think that's a good idea.
It is almost guaranteed he's going
That's
to go into
too
shock
fucking bad.
with how deep these wounds are.
If I go into shock while I go to sleep?
A form of it, technically.
So, maybe just try it, and if I go into shock, you're right.
All right. And they look over at you, Rikki, and they say, well, Rikki, we know you. If anything happens, we'll give you a call. You feel free to go into the waiting room, take a rest.
I'd like to stay with him.
This is going to get real bloody.
I can deal. I feel like I need to be here for moral support for him, right, Dale?
Yeah, Ricky's my attorney. I can't talk to anybody without my attorney present.
He's a little out of it. What do I have in persuasion? Okay, let's do. I saw when he got hurt. I feel like I need to stay with him.
Okay, all right. Just sit over there, please. Stay out of the way.
Okay.
I'm
still fucking holding a lead pipe.
Yeah, I imagine you're kind of hiding it a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit. It's
under
one of the fucking books.
Dale, make me a fortitude check.
Oh, here we go. Bite down. Does my great endurance give me any benefit for this?
Let me see. Pull up your sheet real quick. Oh wait, where's that at? Oh no,
great endurance is one of my advantages.
What's Dale's last name? Wilkins. There he is.
Wilkins. Yep. Great endurance gives you a +5 circumstance bonus to fortitude checks to resist.
I'll let you take a +2.
Okay.
Because this is a lot of pain you're in.
Yeah, to hold your breath, avoid damage from starvation or thirst, hot and cold environments, and to resist suffocation and drowning. So
it's not quite accurate, which is why I'll give you the +2.
Okay, I'll take it. All right, Dale, roll high. It's a 13.
Okay.
No, wait. That was a -2 I just gave myself.
I say so it'd be
It's an 11 plus 4 is 15 plus 2 is 17.
17. Yeah, you're going into shock.
Fair.
Bummer.
Yeah. You're still you're kind of passing in and out between consciousness and unconsciousness, but it hurts real bad when they're stitching you up right now. They're stuffing your wounds full of gauze and stuff, and they're trying to get you sewn up.
I'm picturing. I don't want to steal your thunder, RC, but I'm picturing in the movie version of this, the doctors are sewing and blood's going and they're coming in and out, and as my eyes open and close, I just start seeing flashes of Nora in with the other doctors that are doing things.
Yeah, and it's not helping you stay awake, unfortunately. And you see this too, Rikki. Meanwhile, back you just reached.
I don't see her come, right?
No. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah. You just see that he's like clearly going in and out. And then meanwhile, you've reached the door to Mrs. Hayden's house, Helen.
Okay. Now I know that she didn't want to talk about it, so I don't know if the best idea is to just like knock on her door and confront her. What do you think we should do, Donna?
We could break in the back. We could kind of corner
her. Okay, so let's see if we can. I wouldn't break in, but maybe let's
Listen,
see.
we got two options: we knock or we break in. There's really, or we trick her into coming out here. I guess it's option 3.
Okay, because I was thinking maybe we could like spy through a window.
Oh, I guess. If
Okay.
You want to spy? Yeah, roll a perception check then.
Yeah. Okay. So rolling. Oh, that's a 9, but perception is +5, so that's 14.
Yeah, and roll a stealth check too.
Okay, stealth. Okay, that's 10. Where's stealth? +5, 15.
15, and all right. You see her. She looks real preoccupied. She's talking on the phone with someone, and you can just hear her talking. I don't know why those kids are suddenly coming around talking about it. Is this related to what happened the other day?
Okay. Something happened the other day. What am I gonna do with this information? Can I continue eavesdropping?
You can, but she's just kind of continuing. Like she's going, yeah.
She doesn't drop a name of who she's talking to.
Not from the point you're on.
Okay, so I think we have to confront her now. So let's go and knock on her door.
All right. You knock on the door, and there's a few moments, and you hear like a door unlock and a chain move, and she cracks the door open, and she goes, "Hello, Helen."
Yeah, Mrs.
And then she looks around, and she's like, "And Kurt and Miles, and hello, students."
Hello, youths.
Dudes. Yeah, Miss Hayden, we have some questions for you. Is now a good time?
It's really late. Keep in mind, it's like 11 p.m. at this point.
Right. Okay, but these questions are pretty important, so we're gonna ask them anyway. What was her name? What was the Candlewick?
Nora Candlewick.
Nora Candlewick. What do you know about Nora Candlewick? And also...
And she looks angry now, and she's like, "I told Dale not to talk about that."
And also, what happened the other day?
Excuse me? Have you been spying on me?
Well,
Kinda.
We have
Mrs.
injured
Robinson,
friends.
if you don't get off my property, if the lot of you don't get off my property, I'll call the police.
This is bigger than the police because we have friends that are injured and in the hospital. And if they didn't have ribs, their organs would be falling out.
Like most people.
She looks taken aback by that, and she does back up enough, like not on purpose, just like out of reaction to open the door a little further.
Okay, so progress. So yeah, about the other day, can you tell us more?
Listen, the police are investigating something, and it's none of your business.
Except that it is.
It is our business now.
But I'm sure it'll be in the papers soon. There was a kid from your class who is missing.
Oh, do we know who he is? This is Sama asking.
No one's talked about a kid being missing. This is
Okay.
very new to you.
Okay.
Like I would say, this is a small enough class that you have realized that there's a girl, Stacy, who's from your neighborhood that you haven't seen in a couple days at school.
Okay.
And so there's just, I think she's missing, and, it's just very unusual. We haven't had kids go missing here in a long time, or anything unusual. And
Colin, I was trying so hard not to make that joke.
And just it's very unusual, and it's got some people scared. Okay.
Okay, I think we deserve to know more about Nora Candlewick.
Nora Candlewick was a piece of trash, and you know, the world, people don't want to talk about her, but the world is frankly better off without her.
But what did she do? Why do you hate her so much?
The police couldn't bring her in, but everyone knew that she was the reason that a bunch of kids died. They all looked like accidents, but teenagers don't have heart attacks. We had one of the kids. He had just gotten drug tested the day before, and then he turns up dead. And they tried to say that it was drug overdose. No. And she was just suspiciously around. We all knew, everyone knew, and the police just said they couldn't do anything about it.
So you took matters into your own hands.
How dare you make that kind of accusation against me? And you know what? If I had, it would have just been to protect our community. You know, we lost too many good kids that day.
Look, it's, to be fair, it's not fucking me.
Brian lost his brother. Brian being Mr. Hayden.
Okay. Oh, is that it?
And that's where she stops, and she looks all choked up. Thinking about that.
I'm sorry for being insensitive, but we're all on edge right now because our friends are being injured and we don't know why, and it's really weird.
I'm sorry about your friends. I don't know anything about that. I don't want to talk to you about this anymore. You know, why are you even talking? I don't understand how this is related. How would Nora, how would a dead woman do anything to harm a bunch of kids currently?
Well, that's what we don't know, but it seems like she's the one that we are all seeing in our nightmares.
Listen, maybe you should all go down to Okada and talk to some of their scientists. Maybe you can get on one of their sleep studies because you're talking crazy.
Ma'am?
All right.
Ma'am,
we're gonna leave.
We're pretty sure you lynched the lady 20 years ago. Get off your fucking high horse.
Yeah.
It's us, the consequences of your actions.
Helen doesn't want to continue the conversation anymore because she sees it's not going to go anywhere. So she's going to say, okay, and with that, we are going to go.
And you hear the door close, the chain lock, the whole kit and caboodle.
Okay. And then I guess I give Rikki a call.
All right. And I'd say around this point is when Dale passes out.
Oh
I
God!
just realized I have a Nightmare on Elm Street cards on my desk.
Hey!
On brand.
Yeah. Brandon's not here. I can't make that joke.
Oh.
So anyway.
So
Rikki.
So Dale passes out and Rikki is
on the phone with you.
Okay.
Hi. I was like, oh my God. I'm sorry. I think he just passed out while they're trying to stitch him up.
Wait, what? They put him under?
No, I think he passed out from the pain.
Oh boy. Okay. So we just found out that Miss Hayden thinks that something that happened the other day might be related to this because
what happened?
We were eavesdropping outside of her house and we heard her saying this on the phone.
Investigating, yes.
Yes. And she says that there's a student missing and that never happens.
Who's missing?
That wasn't officially on the record, right? RC?
I mean, she didn't say that. You just know that Stacy has now shown up in a couple days. And that's
okay.
But no one's been reported missing or anything.
Okay. She didn't mention who it was, but after I thought about it, I realized we haven't seen Stacy in a bit.
True. I just assumed she was sick, but oh God.
Right. Now I'm freaking out. So then after we heard that conversation, we were like, okay, we can't just like sit here. So we decided to confront her. We knocked on her door. And we pushed her to tell us more about Nora Candlewick. And it's clear that Miss Hayden hates the woman. And she seems to think that she was going around murdering kids.
I mean, right now, I'm inclined to believe her.
Yeah. So I don't know what to do.
I don't know. I'm like keeping an eye on while I'm talking. I'm keeping an eye to make sure no new stitches are like appear or like no new cuts are appearing
Fair.
while Dale is out.
Meanwhile, Dale,
What's up?
you wake up and you are in the middle of a deep, dark wood. The entire world appears in black and white from your perspective.
Wake up.
Oh hell.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, you find yourself in a deep, dark wood, and you hear the sound
There are
of
two
like
paths
someone.
before me.
Yeah, you hear the sound of someone running, like sounds like a full sprint, like just the sound of twigs snapping as they're running, and it's getting closer.
Am I still staggered?
Yes, you are still staggered and you are dazed.
Bum.
And
Cool.
do you look towards the sound?
Cool.
Yeah. Yep.
You see a woman you know from school. It's Stacy. And she's got a big gash on her forehead. And she's running straight at you. She goes, "Jesus Christ, Dale, are you real?" And she actually stops and then for a second like has like a branch in her hand.
I'm not positive how to answer that question.
Are we having the same dream right now?
I am having this dream.
Have you seen her? Tell me something only the real Dale would know.
I think Rikki's the best.
Yeah, that's pretty obvious. Okay. We are in the same dream, and she looks real banged up, by the way. Like,
Did you get scratched up by Nora too?
is that her name? Is that bitch's name?
Yeah, Candlewick.
Yeah, I got attacked like 2 days ago, and my parents didn't believe me, so I ran away. I've been trying to stay awake. It's not very good.
Yeah, I got bad news. I think you're asleep.
No,
I'm in the hospital.
no shit, Sherlock. I'm in the woods. Sorry, you're right. I'm in a different woods than whatever this thing is, and my world isn't in black and white.
I thought that was just how everybody saw things. Okay.
I mean, you've probably lost a lot of blood by the looks of you, so maybe. The only thing I've been able to figure out, she does not like nature, so I've been trying to imagine a lot of nature.
I like nature.
And I at one point I lost it and I tried to grab her and she didn't seem to like that. So I think she doesn't like to be touched. That's all I really know. Have you seen anybody else?
Most of the people I know are having these dreams. So I bet we'll be seeing a lot of them soon.
God, I hope not. I hope they're able to stay awake. This is some bullshit. All right. Sharing some dreams. I mean, I don't know. Maybe there's a way to, like, if we can get them to sleep, maybe they can join us, and suddenly you see the claws go through Stacy's stomach from behind.
Stacy's mom is gonna
and with
be
the last
real
of her
sad.
And with the last of her strength before her insides begin to tear apart, she hits you over the head with the stick, and you wake up.
Bonk.
Bonk.
You're not injured by that, though. You don't wake up with like a head injury.
That's good.
But you wake up in the bed, and the doctors are gone now at this point. And Rikki's still there.
I think I'm probably yelling, "Look, wake up, Dale! Oh my God, you're awake?"
Yeah, Stacy's dead.
Oh no! What? Did you see Stacy?
Yeah. She was tore up pretty good. She was in the woods, and
God!
I guess Nora went after her first, and she was trying to tell me some stuff like Nora doesn't like it outside, and
like, what do you mean by outside?
like not indoors.
Like nature?
Yeah.
Okay. Anything else?
And she doesn't like to be touched, but like when you tried to touch her with that lead pipe, she was a ghost. So I don't know how we're supposed to touch her.
I mean, maybe if I touch her like my hand, she doesn't like that.
Maybe.
I'll slap her. I'll see if that works.
Because didn't Donna do that?
Yeah, Donna did. Well, Donna slapped us. I don't know if she
slapped us. So
oh, that's right. Okay.
And then Stacy said that we should all go to sleep and try to fight her all at once.
Did she say
She did say that.
Oh,
Yes, she did.
okay. So that's something.
But I feel like maybe we should fight her on our terms, and I think, well, I live on a ranch. We could go out to my nature, and I'll fall asleep in the field.
How do we make sure we all fall asleep at the same time? Unless,
Drugs.
I guess.
Sleepover? Wait,
Sleep-
I'm not part of this conversation. Sorry.
Okay, I am going to call Helen and relay this information. Well, we're at the hospital now. Maybe I could get some sleepy drugs.
I got a plan. For that.
What's your plan for sleepy drugs?
I'm gonna push the call button for the doctor.
Oh, that works.
All right, and doctor shows up. Mr. Wilkins, feeling any better? I hope.
I've had a religious awakening. I would very much like it if you could prescribe me a sleep aid.
Yes, of course. I'll get that brought to you actually right away.
Yeah, I need. I'm gonna look at Stacy and count rate on Rikki and count on my fingers. I need like 10 of them.
Well, yes, I was going to give you a prescription to cover, the upcoming time, and I feel like you're going to have a bit of trouble sleeping for a little while. Be sure to try to sleep on your back.
Yeah,
that makes sense.
Yeah.
Just looking down.
And he says, yeah. Are you going home? Are your aunt or uncle coming to pick you up?
they said I could walk home.
I'm assuming I don't have a truck, but I assume I know how to drive, right?
Yeah.
I can. How far are we from the library? Like, are we walking distance?
Yeah. I mean, also the other characters have cars. You could probably coordinate
Okay,
something.
I was like, I think our friend can come pick us up.
Okay, excellent. And it's not too long after that they bring the prescription.
I'm imagining we're still on the phone. I go, Helen, come pick us up. Like,
Yeah.
Sure
And
thing.
yeah.
Kurt gets his car, and everyone kind of gets together and coordinates and things. So you're heading to Dale's family farm.
Yeah, apparently.
Okay, so a little outside of town. So that's not where you normally live, right, Dale? You normally live in a house,
Right.
but you have this farm
Right.
that you go to.
Yep.
All right.
So I think what we have on us, I think we have in our dream, because I hit her with that lead pipe. Are there any? We're on a farm. Are there like tools around that I could like have around us? Like,
Dale's truck has all the tools, actually.
Mm-hmm.
We
You know what? I
left
bet
that
you.
fucking truck at the library.
But it's okay. There's a wood chipper in the barn. I'll drag it out here.
Cool.
We'll just throw her in the wood chipper when we find her.
Can I say that we've also dragged like shovels and shit like that out?
Yeah, absolutely. Shovels, pitchforks.
Helen
all that, I
Helen
imagine.
has binoculars, a computer, and pepper spray,
Okay.
and her car and phone.
And then I'm going to imagine that
I don't know. Hit her with the car.
there's a barn, and then there's a bit of a field, but then like going up to the barn, there's some woods. Sound about right? What you're imagining?
Can I,
Good to
for
me.
flavor text purposes, can I say there's a bunch of like blankets for horses out in the barn?
Absolutely.
So
Yeah,
I'm like,
there's all sorts of stuff you can get. All set up.
Bring that stuff out.
And the wood chipper.
Do we want to have one of us stay awake to try and wake us up if something goes wrong?
Anybody but Miles.
No. Wait. Did we inform Dale that Miles is legit? Maybe not.
Miles is somewhat
Mi-
legit. He
Miles-
lied at first. He lied at first.
I mean,
Definitely saw my dad turn into that freaky thing, right, Miles?
And Miles nods.
Silently, still
Yeah.
shocked.
And of course, the farm is abandoned at this time of night, except for the animals.
Yeah.
Maybe there's a little house where like someone maybe kind of stays on the property a bit, but it's far away enough that you're able to get there without being seen.
I'm imagining we also have a bunch of camping lanterns around us.
Mhm.
Absolutely.
If we
Yeah.
want someone to stay awake, then I do vote that it be Miles.
Yeah, me too. Also, I think in Dale's head, if he ever overcomes his social anxiety, he wants to invite people out here for parties.
Hell yeah.
That would be fun. Hopefully we don't all die.
Nah, we'll be fine.
And Kurt's like, parties, hell yeah, brother.
Oh, I didn't say who I was going to invite.
Okay, so what's the plan? We're all gonna take
I'm the only one who for sure has an invite from out there.
All right.
are we all gonna take like a pill and grab a blanket, or
I think
Yeah.
so.
This is not the drugs that our parents foresaw.
I know.
So you actually have Saporsil, which is also made by Okada. Remember, Saporin was the sleep drug with no dreams. This is just a regular sleep drug.
Okay. Well, if we don't have Dream, we can't fucking fight her. So
Right.
Yeah, I just let you know it's not that drug, but it's the same company.
Right. We're gonna take our Hypnosil and doze off.
I'm gonna go. So we're definitely taking the drug she made. So hopefully,
I consider it probably a variant, and also, she's probably the only one. Companies do a lot of people going.
I'm making an observation.
All right.
Of like, hopefully her hubris will come back and bite her in the fucking ass.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So what's like the setup here? Because in my mind, you're setting up in like a circle.
Oh,
Like,
that's what I
all your
imagined
heads
too.
are facing towards each other in like a
that's
circle.
what I imagined too.
Yeah,
Kind
me
of
too.
like, did you ever
with Miles maybe sitting kind of in the center of it, or off to the side.
Did you ever watch
Oh, absolutely! I
Dollhouse?
watched Dollhouse.
Yeah.
We'll talk about that at a different time.
Yeah, but like
how
that
much I love
setup
Dollhouse.
with the cots where they were like
Yeah,
all in a circle.
Absolutely, that's exactly what I was thinking.
And those beds that didn't actually look very.
Actually, we'll say that Dale's truck's pulled up to it, and Miles is sitting on the tail. Tail
Nice.
tailgate. That's where I'm looking for.
Yeah.
All right, and so you're all gonna take your Saporsil, and you drift off into.
And also, I'm asleep, fucking clutching that pipe.
Absolutely.
And like a pipe.
Actually, yeah. What is and what are Helen and Dale?
Oh,
holding?
Helen's holding onto her pepper spray.
Okay.
I have a pipe, and I've got a shovel from the barn in the other hand.
You know what? She's also holding her computer, because who knows?
All right. Dale, what do you got?
I've got my hatchet.
You got your hatchet.
I
Okay.
feel like a shotgun's a big ask.
Yeah, a little bit. A little bit. Also, but a dream shotgun, who knows anyway? It shoots bubbles.
Great. She hates bubbles.
Yeah. All right. So you drift off.
Bubbles. Why did it have to be bubbles?
Because that was a Thanos reference. So you drift off into sleep, and a few moments later you awaken, and it's just a lot of you minus Dale, and you're in the same
minus
field.
Miles.
Minus Miles.
Yeah.
Yes, I was looking at Alex, and so minus Miles. But it's the same exact layout, same forest, same field, same blankets, same truck, same barn.
I am up holding both the shovel and the lead pipe, and I'm like, Miles is gone, and I bet that bitch is here somewhere.
All right, and what are you kind of doing? And what do the others say anything?
Also, RC, can I fall asleep with a rope?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Helen's head is basically on a swivel.
Okay.
Yeah.
And Sophia's just like, are you guys sure this is a good idea?
Yeah.
Nope.
Yeah.
No. No, actually.
Nope. Well, that's all I got.
But there's nothing else we can do, is there?
Nothing to do but die. And suddenly she appears.
Hello. I heard you already did that, and we're pretty good at it. So I think you should go back to that.
She appears behind you, Helen, and she goes to slash at you.
I take the laptop I'm holding and I just like shove it to the first part I can reach.
What's your parry plus 10? Well, she's behind you first off.
My parry
Slap
plus
her in the
10
laptop.
is 15.
What was that?
It's 15 parry plus
15.
10.
Okay, so that is going to hit, but I'm going to say you're able to turn around maybe and do something with the computer. I'll give you a +1 to your toughness check.
Toughness check. Okay, so do I roll for that?
Yes, roll and add your toughness. +1.
And add my toughness. So the bigger number?
Yep. Wait, yeah, the bigger number. Because, well, actually, no, you're caught by surprise, so it would be the smaller number.
Okay,
Sorry,
that
pal.
is not good. So I rolled 6, and the smaller number is 1, so 7.
Didn't she get +1?
You got +1.
Okay.
That's not going to make a difference.
Yeah,
If you have a victim point, I'd spend a victim point.
I want to.
That's a good idea. Let's do that.
All right,
Reroll.
Okay, so because I should use.
Tell me what your actual roll is before you tell me anything else.
That's worse.
Well, what so what was the roll?
The roll was 5.
So you add 10 to that now. So 15.
Oh.
Yeah.
'Cause that's
So
how
when
the-
you use
yeah.
when you use the hero /
You
victim
can't
point
do
to
worse with a
reroll-
hero point, basically.
Yeah.
Okay.
So 15 plus whatever your bonuses
1?
are. I guess 1, yeah, from the bonus that I gave you. So what's your total?
16.
16. So you are gonna get you I think you raise the laptop and she slashes through it and cuts your hands.
Oh,
not
shoot.
like cuts them off, but like you're really hurt.
Okay.
You're gonna take a -1 to future checks. Your computer is destroyed in the dream,
Yeah.
at least. We'll wait to see in real life, I suppose.
Okay.
And you are going to be dazed, meaning you can only move or attack next turn.
Damn,
I think
okay.
on that point, we're going to do initiative.
Yeah.
So roll and add your initiative.
Okay.
Which on this character sheet is right next to the word offense, underneath
Yes.
presence on the first
Yeah.
page.
My initiative is 0, so 11.
Okay.
Initiative is 1 for me. I rolled oh, okay, thank God. I rolled a 17, so 18 total.
18. Okay.
I also got an 18.
All right. And we'll say, what is your, I always forget, is it the agility modifier?
It's a +2.
+2. And what is yours, Helen?
1.
Your agility. All right, so Dale goes first then. All right, and yeah. 1 second. So first in the initiative is Nora.
Bitch.
I hate that.
So I think Nora is close enough to, let's say, Helen, because she's right in front of her still, as well as Rikki.
Oh, no.
And she is going to go to slash at both of you.
Rude.
What is your parry plus 10?
15.
14.
She hits.
Damn it.
So each of you is going to want to roll a toughness check. Remember, Helen's going to have a -1.
At this point, I'm not surprised, though, right?
No, you're not surprised yet. No surprises anymore.
Okay, I rolled 11,
Okay.
and I have a -1,
Correct.
and then the +1 from my toughness, so
Correct. So
it's 11.
-11. Okay.
16 overall.
16. So
I said 16, right?
yeah, she kind of spins in a circle, like almost Tasmanian Devil style, as she slashes at the two of you. For Helen, you are again just like she cuts you all up along like the chest and stuff. You're gonna take another -1. You are still dazed and you're staggered now.
Okay, well I thought
meaning
I'd
that
be
you're-
dead, so that's
meaning that you're also disabled, so you're gonna get a -5 to future checks. as well.
Okay.
Alex, am I right? Is that -5?
Yeah, disabled's
Disable,
-5
okay.
to future checks.
And then what was your total again, Rachel?
16.
You are going to take a -1 to future checks, and you are dazed.
What does dazed mean? for this
Meaning you
again?
can either move or attack.
Move or attack.
Or
Not
basically, you do a single standard action, which you can either use to move. or
Cool.
use to-
Having move by action on this character sheet so useful right now.
Right now, not so much, unless you
Yeah.
use extra effort. Because remember, you can use extra effort to take an extra action. So then, Helen, it is your turn. And you have 1 hero point now, right? Or 1 victim point now.
I should have 1.
2 for Dale, I believe, or do you still
Yep,
have?
I still have 2.
Okay.
Okay,
and
I still have my pepper spray. How close am I to her?
You're right up on her. She's right in front of you.
Are we face to face?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, then I pepper spray that bitch.
And Dale, I forget you're at a -2 now, right? For your conditions.
I think I only have 1 bruise right now.
Oh, only 1. Okay, so -1.
Yeah, because he
dazed.
stabilized when we went to the hospital.
Yeah, you're still staggered and dazed. Well, I'll get rid of your dazed in your case, but you're still staggered.
I appreciate that.
Okay, so roll for a pepper spray attack,
Okay, the roll is 15.
and there's I believe there's a close combat pepper spray. I believe it's +4 under your skills. I don't know why it doesn't. I don't know why it doesn't show up under your.
I'm looking for it.
It's under skills on the right side on the second page. I don't know why it doesn't show up in your offenses actually.
Is pepper spray an affliction?
It is +4 for close
Okay.
combat.
So
Yeah.
what was the total?
19.
19. All right. So she's got to try to dodge it. She does not dodge it actually. Wow. And what? Let me just pull up. Second. Come on. 17. Visual dazzle. So she looks a little like thrown off, like disoriented, but not really hurt or anything.
You threw her off a rhythm.
Yeah.
Sweet.
All right. So that's your standard action. Are you doing any extra effort to move or anything? You have a victim point. You could use extra effort and then use the victim point to get rid of the fatigue that it would cause.
Okay.
If you want to move away from her, that is, I mean.
Well, I'm looking at my character sheet, and I'm looking at what it says under offense.
Okay.
I don't have anything to throw at this point, unless I throw the pepper spray. But
correct. Or the remnants of your laptop, I suppose.
Oh, is there like sharp things sticking out of it? Maybe I'll do that.
Yes, but I mean, and to do that, it would be extra effort. So
yeah,
okay. To do that, I just want to be clear. You can.
Okay. I think I'll just like not do anything.
You're just gonna stay where you are. Okay.
Yeah.
Dale, it's your turn.
Dale is about to be rude as hell.
All right. What's it doing?
Apologies.
Cool.
So we're in the woods, right?
We're in the woods.
I'm gonna scamper up a tree like a badger.
Okay.
What?
Or badgers don't climb trees.
Maybe.
Do an athletics check for me for that.
Oh, you're scampering up a tree.
Yes, I'm going to scamper up a tree.
I heard scamp her up a tree, and I was like, "What the fuck does that mean?"
That's part 2 of the plan. I have a 25 on my athletics check.
All right, you're able to scamper up.
Cool.
You're scampering. What are you trying to do?
When I get up there, I would like to use, because I'm staggered, I have to use extra effort to use a standard action.
Correct.
So I'm going to use extra effort. I'm going to go fatigued, and my plan is to lasso her around the neck and jump off of the branch to try to rehang her up there.
Oh my god!
I knew when you were like, I want to fall asleep with some rope.
Yeah, I knew exactly what he was planning.
I was like, damn.
All right, I'm trying to think about.
I totally forgot about that.
How do you do a lasso? Because that's basically what you're trying to do.
It's probably a throw check, right?
Yeah, let's do a throw check.
I'm throwing a rope around her neck. We'll see.
Yeah.
Oh, cowboy! Here we go.
Yippee-ki-yay, and I'll.
In the immortal words of Kid Rock.
Oh no.
I got a 19 to hit her.
Ooh.
Okay. And I'm trying to think what the save on that exactly would be. It's a rope. I say we're just trying to see if all right, we'll say you got her right now for the moment. It's a piece around her. You're I was gonna say to fall off the tree though, if you're trying to do that, let me put it this way. You can do that as a free action, but you're gonna get some fall damage.
Oh, that's fine.
All right.
Worth it.
All right. Fall and then do a toughness check.
Oh, here we go. All right.
You have a -2.
Yeah,
sorry.
I got a 17 plus 4 is 21, minus 1 is 20.
You land with a bit of a thud, but you're okay. But you are now fatigued.
I'll take it.
All right. Rikki, it's your turn.
Okay, so is she up at a fucking tree now?
No. So he's got her, and she's kind of just starting to rise off the ground at this point.
Okay.
Rikki, help me pull her.
Okay, so my original idea, because she said she hated being touched, right?
Well, that's what Stacy seemed to think.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to like grab her by her like fucking hair. So maybe I'm going to go help Dale, but I'm I'm gonna help him pull her up, and I'm gonna like grab her hair to like pull her up because I'm hoping that she will fucking hate that and it will hurt her.
You grab her by the hair. Roll a dodge check.
Okay.
Excuse me.
Saw my little
Busy. This is the sweet cheek.
Ooh. Okay. 15 plus 4, 19.
19. Nope. She is going to get a hold of you. And she begins to kind of thrash you around. And suddenly she loses grip on you. However, when she loses grip on you, you realize that Miles is shaking you awake. And that you are no longer in the dream.
What are you doing? Why are you waking me up?
You were thrashing all about. I thought I thought you were being attacked.
I was
I
saving
mean,
lives.
I was, but I was trying to attack her back.
Moments later, she pops up behind Miles and slashes across his stomach.
What the fuck?
To the rest of you, she has disappeared.
Is this Inception? Are we in a dream within a dream?
Would like do I have to wait for my initial turn?
Wait, my brain isn't braining.
Because the rest of them aren't here anymore.
Correct. I'm going to say we're technically out of initiative for the moment.
Okay, I still have that fucking shovel, right?
Correct.
I just whack her with the shovel as hard as I fucking can.
All right, roll an attack check.
Whack.
What would I add for that? Would it be unarmed?
Yeah, let's use your whichever's higher.
Okay, I'll use unarmed then, because it's higher.
Here's the real trick. We're actually the original student she was experimenting on. This is just a long dream we've been having this whole time.
No, I'm not doing what you did to me in that one game.
Steve
What
did that to you. I didn't.
the-
All right, that was Steve. That's right.
I have several questions. A natural 20, by the way.
A natural 20. That's a hit. And boom, straight across her face, and she's bleeding now. She's not like dead, but she's bleeding now.
Go, Rikki.
So, oh, wait, this is like Fred. Okay, real life, she can be hurt if she's in the real world.
Yeah. Meanwhile, the rest of you are all still asleep. However,
Rikki took her to the real world. I'm
Yeah.
silly. Okay.
Yeah.
Now my brain is working again.
We're not in multiple dreams.
Yeah, I just remember that was a thing, and I start. Okay, I want to keep attacking her, but I'm going to start screaming as loud as I fucking can to try and wake the rest of these people up.
All right, before we do anything else, yeah, what are the rest of you trying to do? Like, what are the rest of you reacting in the dream?
Oh, because so
yeah, from your perspective,
yeah,
Helen or not Helen, Rikki and Nora both just disappeared.
Dale probably just like fell because now he doesn't have someone
to
pull.
Yeah. Staggered backwards a little bit.
I guess Helen would look around and be like, where did Rikki go?
We gotta find Rikki. We gotta find her. She took her.
So screaming does not seem to be doing anything, Rikki. What do you? You have you have a moment left for an action.
Okay, I'm just gonna go. I'm sorry, and I'm just gonna like stamp on Dale's hand to try and like shock him awake.
Dale, you wake up.
Thank God it wasn't in my stitches.
And you see the pieces of Miles on the ground. You see Nora with the she's got a gash across her face, but she looks like she's come out to make her way back towards y'all.
I think we could hurt her. I think we're in the real world, and I think we could hurt her here. And I go wake up, try to wake up people, and are we still out of initiative?
I say we're about to re-enter initiative. Helen slashes at you.
Okay.
Helen?
Or sorry.
Oh,
Nora slashes at you, Rikki.
Yeah.
Oh God.
What's your parry plus 10?
My parry plus 10 is 14.
14, that hits.
I would like to interpose.
All right, roll an interpose. Do an interpose. Roll a toughness check with your penalties.
Here I go. Oh dear.
Is that
I don't know
good?
what that would mean when you're staggered. And
Whoever
fatigued,
said this
but-
earlier, what do you mean the real world sounds like a 90s TV show?
Rikki in the real
Oh,
world.
Rikki in the real world sounds like a 90s TV show.
Wasn't the real world an actual show?
It is, but I'm saying
Like,
I think
on
Rikki in the real
MTV?
world sounds like it would be like a sitcom.
In the 90s show. The real world is a 2000s reality show? Am I right there?
All right,
RC,
so what was
I'm
your-
going to spend a victim point.
All right, that's your. Is that your last one now?
No, because I went fatigued. I didn't.
Oh, okay. So now you're down to 1. All right.
So that becomes a 17.
17, including your -1.
Yes. Yep. It was a 14 on the dice.
You're going to take another -1, and you are now dazed.
Cool.
All right. And we are
Leave
going
my friend alone, you crazy bitch.
All right. So Dale just disappeared from you, Helen. It's your turn in the initiative.
Okay. I am in the dream world still.
Correct.
Okay. And who's all with me right now?
You have who is it? You've got Donna, Sophia, and Kurt.
Okay. So I'm sure at this point we've all noticed that everyone else is gone, which means that they've woken up.
Logical
So we have to
conclusion.
so we have to figure out how we're gonna wake ourselves up.
Donna looks back at you and smacks the two of you.
Oh, and I guess I'm awake now.
She solved this once already.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's true. So where is my proximity to Nora?
All right, so she is a little ways away from you. She is attacking Helen and Rikki and Dale.
Okay.
We're like next to you, basically. I mean, it's a circle of 6. It's not that. Also, you see pieces of Miles, blood everywhere.
Okay, I don't like that.
Oh, that's good.
Wait, we mentioned earlier that there were like lanterns around.
Yeah.
Okay. Am I near enough to grab one and throw it?
Yeah, I'd say so.
Because that's what I would like to do.
What kind of lanterns are these?
They're probably LED.
I hope they're the
probably
fire
not
kind.
kerosene.
No, don't say that.
I'll say it's a modern farm, so I was imagining that it would be LED.
Just said camping lanterns. That is all the information I gave before.
I'm going to have to say
I
LEDs.
guess
You can still throw it. That's not a
Yeah.
problem.
Darn.
I'm
Okay.
sorry, Sama. I don't think they were fire.
Fine. Okay, so I roll.
Yeah, roll a throw.
Okay, so the roll was 11. Throw
You're on-
under offense says +1.
All right. Unfortunately, that's going
Um,
to go wide and miss her.
Damn it.
And you are dazed, so you can only do a single standard action unless you want to use extra effort.
Let's see. What can I do with my extra effort?
You can get an extra action. I'm suddenly like, you could power some, but that doesn't really apply in this situation.
I would like. I don't know. Okay, I think I have a victim point.
Yeah, you do. So I'm saying that would be able to negate the negatives that come with extra effort.
Okay. I'm gonna just try to throw another lamp
Okay.
at her.
Oh yeah, you can also gain an advantage, but unless you have an advantage in mind, that's going to slow us down a little bit.
Yeah, I don't have an advantage in mind.
All right, so throw another one. Roll another throw check.
Okay, so let's see. I'm going to roll.
Or you know what? I could be nice and let you use that victim point to re-roll the one you did earlier. You're technically supposed to. You could use the victim point to re-roll. Technically, you're supposed to do that before you make the choice. So.
Okay. I'm not
saying, so
gonna.
that I don't want you to run the risk of doing an extra action and then not hitting. It
Okay.
feels- or like bigger chance of not hitting.
Oh, so like using the victim point for the roll adds 10 no matter what?
If it's 10 or below, it adds 10.
But if it's
11,
above-
if it's 11 or above, it stays the same.
Damn. Okay. Well, so then I won't use it for that.
Okay.
Because
okay,
I was in the middle of the roll when you said that. And the roll is
Okay.
15.
Okay.
+1, 16.
Okay, so that hits.
Sweet.
Yes.
Yes.
She didn't realize you had woken up, I think, and she gets hit in the side of the head with this thing, and she kind of stumbles to the side a bit.
Cool.
And now she's kind of looking back and forth between the lot of you, and you're using that victim point then, and so now you are fatigued.
Okay.
Okay, I want to.
Wait,
This is
yeah,
just for flavor text. I
Never
just
mind,
want to.
yeah.
I just want to look at her and go, "Wakey, wakey, crazy bitch."
All right, Dale, it's your turn.
She cut me up pretty good.
Yeah, you're
but-
-2, staggered, fatigued, and dazed.
Yep, I'm gonna cock back with my hatchet and try to cut her head off.
All right.
Yeah, and you're right. I've got 2 bruises. I need to update that dice. Okay, cool. I do have favorite environment, the woods.
I'll take it.
I would like to use my bonus for attack, and I would like to trade that +2 bonus for -2 for power attack.
All right.
So I'm going to attack her with my hatchet for a +4.
Can you tell the person who plays this game professionally of the 4 of us?
And I would like to spend a victim point to reroll because that was a bad roll.
All right, that's your last one.
My last one. I gotta kill her. Here we go. That's a crit.
Yeah.
All right, what would you like to do with that crit?
Add 5 to the DC.
What's that total?
That will be 2 for power attack. Takes to 21. DC 26.
All right. So you cut her, like, I'll say that she backed up a little bit. You cut her straight across the chest. And she is looking extremely bloody at this point, but does not look like she's about to go down quite yet.
Damn it.
Rikki, stab her with her own claws.
Damn.
Okay.
It is Ricky's turn, actually.
There's an idea.
Did you say that in character?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to try to rub up and grab her. Okay, does she have claws in real life?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, she looks exactly the same as she did.
Are they claws or are they a glove?
No, they are claws.
Oh.
Like her, imagine very long fingers with like blades on the end, but not, I guess not blades, but like, like a bear claw or something, like a talon.
So she looks like Wolverine, and
no, because it's not like coming out of her fist;
Yeah.
it's her actual hands.
She looks like Lady
X-23.
Deathstrike.
Yes, Lady Deathstrike.
Do we actually think, like, is that something we think would work? Stabbing her with her own claws?
You'd have to grapple her
why
first,
not.
and you'd have to beat her in the grapple check.
Yeah, I don't think I'm strong enough for that.
I'm willing to let you
No.
try, but I will admit that would be a thing.
Okay. I just realized I have a power which is smoke pellet, but it goes cloud area concealment, but that would make it wouldn't just make us hard for her.
Right.
to
It's
make,
you don't have
Yeah.
any kind of night vision goggles or
Yeah.
anything or infrared goggles.
So I am.
Also, you've broken at least 2 of the lights, so it's a little darker here now.
Yeah. Does she have a fucking rope around her neck?
Yes.
Okay. I have 2 ideas. One is to just throw something at her, and then again, the other one is to try and grab that and like fucking strangle her, I guess. If I wanted to do that, what would I need to like roll?
You'd roll an unarmed attack, and then we would do a contested strength.
Okay. But she's pretty banged up now, right?
A bit, yeah.
Fuck it. We're doing it. Unarmed.
All right.
Get her.
Okay.
Get her.
All right. Roll that unarmed.
Okay. So I rolled an 18, and then I have to do math.
That's gonna hit. I'm not even gonna make you work.
Oh,
roll.
okay. 24
All
altogether.
right. And what's the DC on your unarmed?
17.
All right, you've got a hold of her. It's not a strong hold, but
Mhm.
I guess we have to roll the contested strength check now.
Mhm.
So roll and add your strength.
Okay.
I believe in you.
I rolled an 18 again. So a natural 20.
All right, you've got a pretty good hold on her. Let me see if you're trying to strangle her with this thing.
Yep.
She looks like she's really struggling now. Like between with the weight of everything she's taking on, she's like.
I go. Time for you to go to sleep, Nora.
Are you trying to specifically put her to sleep, or are you trying to strangle
No.
her? It's really important to clarification.
Permanent sleep.
We're strangling her to death,
Okay.
but also sleep is just a long death.
Damn, just like Mrs. Hayden.
Long death. Yeah, she had the right fucking idea, apparently.
Look, Mrs. Hayden has a good steady job. She doesn't need to go to therapy. We'll be fine.
I don't think Ricky's dad would be very proud of this moment, but
That wasn't even my real dad. That was this lady.
fair.
It is at that moment, Kurt runs up and tries to hit her with a shovel, and she knocks like from the front of her, and he knocks the shovel out of the way and slashes across his face, and catches a bit of his neck too, and it's just like.
I'm
Not
imagining now that I just have Kurt's blood on me.
Yeah, probably. Like you
Yeah.
and Dale probably have a bit of it now.
Gross. I don't love.
And Donna says we should all just go for her.
Yeah, I was like, do it.
Let me just see. All right, the other 2 go for her. 1 misses, the other hits. Pounds her on the head, and she kind of falls to her knees now while she's choking.
Cool.
And it is her turn though, and she's gonna try to break out unsuccessfully.
Woo!
So she's gonna try because her hands are free. She is able to reach back and she slashes at you, Dale.
Leave him the fuck alone.
More.
Nora, dying is a free action.
So roll a toughness
Actually,
check.
can I get dying as a free action on a shirt, please?
I love it. That sounds great.
That's great.
Oh no, I got a 9. I'm out of victim points.
No.
Wait, so what was your total?
9.
Unfortunately, Dale, this last swipe catches you across the stomach very
Rip.
deeply. And because it's 5 separate slashes,
All your organs.
imagine a bag full of beans. If you
Oh my
slash across it,
God.
and
All
it just
your
started
organs fall
dripping
out.
through the various
There's
Those
no
doctors did
ribs
so much
down
work.
there, so
Rikki, how do you react to your friend, well, getting gutted like that?
I go, no, and then I just try and strangle her even more.
All right, it is, well, Dale doesn't get a turn now.
And
so
I go,
it is-
Dale,
it is-
no. And Rikki looks distraught, like completely distraught.
All right, well, it's your
And
turn
I think
now.
I freaked out the dog with my distress.
That's fair. It's your turn now, though.
Review, it's okay.
So-
I'm pretending.
Ricky's
it's
turn?
fine.
Yeah, it's Ricky's turn. Sorry.
okay.
Yeah, I guess you can roll to try to get a stronger grip on the rope, right? Yeah.
Me? I guess so.
I was like, you said you want to try and strangle more. I'm trying to
Yeah.
confer with Alex, right? Yeah. Or
Yeah,
she already
yeah.
has it. I guess it's another save. I'm trying to think about.
Yeah, it'd be
how it
another
works.
save for Nora.
Okay, so let's see. She looks like she's about to go unconscious.
Woo.
Cool.
And then since you're all kinds of hurt too,
Yeah.
it is. Oh wait, Helen, I'm sorry, I missed your turn. So now it's your turn.
Okay, because I don't know if I was like even. I thought I was like too injured to do anything.
You're got a -2. You're staggered and you're dazed.
Okay.
So you can only do like one thing, but
So I would be able to move but not do a thing after moving.
yeah, but you're pretty much right next to her at this point.
Okay, then can I grab onto the rope and help Rikki pull it?
Yeah, I'll say that can be like an aid.
Okay.
Let me roll for that then. Yeah, she is. You are no longer feeling really any resistance against the rope at this point.
Okay. Do I have to roll
Her
anything?
arms, nope, her arms are like twitching and stuff though. So I wouldn't say you're exactly in a safe position.
I think we should disarm her.
I will say that she is in enough of a. She does not appear to be conscious enough to fight back, really. So we'll say we're out of initiative.
Okay.
I am going to pick a shovel up and stab it through her fucking chest.
All right. So what are you doing, Helen? As you're surrounded by the bodies of Kurt and Dale, I realize I killed both of Alex's characters now. And
I was
Miles.
like, it's Dale, and I do that, and then I think Dale might be dead. Rikki gives Dale a small peck on the cheek, even though he might be too dead to like realize
I'll say he's got his like last breaths going. Dale,
Okay,
if you want
so-
some final words.
While Rikki is doing that, I will take the shovel from her and try to like sever the arms off of Nora.
Okay, again,
Oh, yeah.
not
Just
really
for good
resistance.
measure.
Scoop out her insides. with this.
Donna helps you out with that.
Sweet.
And so where
Rikki.
does that leave?
Rikki,
Yeah, Dale, try to hold on.
it's okay. I think you're the best.
Oh, Dale, and then I
hope you win your Pulitzer.
Publitzer?
I go.
Not the Pulitzer.
I hope I do too. I don't correct him, and I'll dedicate it to you. And I give him another. I give him a small, like a very chaste kiss on the lips.
Beautiful. We kept our PG rating.
I don't think so, buddy.
Except for
Uh,
all the fucks.
More that we're playing teenagers, and I
Mhm.
feel weird as someone who's turning 30 next month, being like, yeah, let's talk about that.
Listen, he's also dying. It'd be weird if you did anything more
Yeah.
anyway. All right, so that leaves Helen, Donna, Sophia, and Rikki.
Made it.
Congrats, final girls.
Also, I think I'm going to take Squire's advice. I'm going to take her head off.
Yeah.
As you raise the shovel above your head,
Mhm.
her eyes pop open for one last.
Great.
And then I take her fucking head off.
Not in my movie.
All right. As the sun begins to rise on the outskirts of Midpoint, Montana, on the Wilkins family farm covered in blood.
How do we fucking explain this?
You hear the sounds of police sirens coming their way towards you.
Run.
Whoa.
Squire, what
no.
the fuck? No, I don't. Squire, I don't love that.
Squire, no,
buddy.
no.
X. I'm
Absolutely
dropping
not.
the red card on you right now.
You're out here.
Fuck, dude. No.
Okay,
Anyway.
so police.
You hear the sounds of police sirens making their way towards you as the sun rises.
I don't fucking know what to. I don't fucking know.
All right. Do you do anything, just to be clear?
I dropped the shovel.
You drop the shovel. Moments later, the police pull up. What was I saying? Police pull up. You see your dad with them, Rikki.
And I go,
Penny.
that lady tried to kill us and our friends, and we got her first. Fuck it. I don't know what to do now.
Throw her head on the ground and be like, this is the Nora Candlewick thing I was talking about.
I feel like
Yeah.
Helen would go and grab the arms that she severed and just hold them like this in front of her. RC was not looking.
Sorry, what were you doing?
I was
Holding
saying that
her-
I feel like
his arms
Helen.
out.
Yeah, I feel like Helen would grab the arms that she severed from Nora and just hold them like this.
There's also some ambulances. They're putting blankets around y'all. The police look completely concerned.
The verdict is therapy forever.
Damn.
I like that concerned is the word you chose.
Yeah. Well, concerned, horrified. There's a lot of
Yeah.
mangled bodies around here right now.
Yeah.
And they take you all away for questioning. It's been a really long night, though. And I think as you're waiting at the police station, you probably drift off to sleep.
No. I try to stay awake.
Damn, I forgot about the wood chipper. Shit.
I also forgot about the wood chipper. I brought it with us.
Yeah. And you drift off into a restful sleep this time. For now.
Okay. I thought you were gonna throw something else at us.
Yeah. Same.
And that was
That for now is
Horrorween
doing a lot of
3,
work.
The Sleep Stalker.
Uh-huh.
So my love interest, theme Horrible Fates, is not combined to Ruby.
Hey, to be fair, I specifically said that you and Dale were friends. I never said that they were romantic interests.
Well, it went that way.
I don't
I
know
was
if
gonna
Dale's smart enough to know that's what it was.
Well,
I
do
kissed
wanna...
you.
Yeah, I think at the end he might have realized.
Everyone's
Maybe,
like, wait
maybe
a
a little
minute.
later than he would have preferred.
Damn, she liked me. All you gotta do is get killed for a lady. That's the trick.
That's the trick. That's what they don't tell you in school. Well, folks, I do want to thank everyone for joining us, especially because we ran a little later than we originally intended. It's been really wonderful to play with y'all. I hope.
I'm sure I will have no problem falling asleep tonight.
Uh-huh. This was a lot of fun. I appreciate that you didn't put body horror everywhere that you could. Thank you.
Not
Yeah.
everywhere. I thought about it, but you
Yeah.
know, I thought we got a good fill of it.
Yes, I
As
agree.
things went along.
There was enough.
Uh,
There was adequate amount of that.
Sama, did you tell him that body horror was your character's thing?
That is what I told him. Yeah.
Yep.
I picked something tame with public speaking.
I picked Snake.
I was able to make it creepy though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna share my.
Is up
I'm
there
gonna share my screen real quick because Brandon made something that I think everyone should see.
Ooh. Okay.
Oh no.
Okay.
Oh, I gotta put the overlay away.
Oh,
yeah.
Excellent.
Actually, genuinely, I want it on a T-shirt.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Even though, like, I'd wear that in public, and people would be like, "What the fuck, Rachel?"
Hey,
I fully expect my T-shirt in the mail, Brandon.
Alrighty, friends. Oh, let me get that.
I have not been
Sorry.
looking at Discord right now, Brandon, because the other recording thing we use is real fucked up by Discord.
It's true. Again, thanks everybody for joining, and we will be sure to keep you in the loop. Just a reminder that we are currently working on chapter 72 of the Masks and Mayhem podcast, hopefully coming out this coming Monday is the goal. Fingers crossed. And that we also are going to be doing another live stream, another Horrorween stream next Wednesday at 7 p.m. Eastern. That one will be Horrorween 4, Fields of Doom. Alex, do you have anything you'd like to mention?
If you want to see more about what I get up to, please feel free to support us over at patreon.com/mutants and masterminds. Again, I'm the line developer for M&M, so if you like the game we played, please drop a line and please tell
It's
your
really
friends about it.
fun, and I'm not at all biased for playing it all the time.
I like it a lot. I'm
Yeah.
also biased.
I also like it a lot. I'm also biased.
Good stuff.
Rachel,
Also, if you live in
mention?
Ohio and you want to come see me play Frollo and Hunchback of Notre Dame, it's in 3 weeks.
Ooh,
Hell yeah.
I unfortunately not from Ohio. Unfortunately, in this situation, at least.
The last time I went to Ohio, I got stuck there. So
That's true.
That's what happens. That's how Ohioans are made.
Well, that's how a bunch of my family ended up there.
Mhm.
I had a lot of fun. Tomorrow will be on Text Trek doing a first reaction stream to the next episode of Lower Decks, which name I cannot remember right now. So RC I don't think RC will be on tomorrow, but is often on with us. And this was a lot of fun.
Thank you for having me.
anything you want to pitch before we close out, Sama?
Not really. I don't have a lot of extracurriculars right now. I have a lot of life stuff like job hunting and
Give Selma a job. She's
Yes.
really talented.
Yeah. If anybody knows anything about, if anybody's looking for cybersecurity, that's your gal.
I'm your girl.
Hire Selma. I'm not joking.
Do it
I
now.
appreciate that.
Yeah.
All right, friends. Well, have a scary rest of your October, and we'll see you at the next one.
Mwahahaha.
Bye.